Well, that's where we are at now.
Okay, all right. So, first off, before I get to this fortune cookie, there's some news.
Yes.
Kind of sad.
Yes.
It happens
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
Kyrie has dropped out because of, her
Kyrie
late night
needs sleep, guys.
Yeah, her schedule of. Obviously, she feels bad about it because at first it wasn't like that, but then she got moved to a night shift, which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of everything.
So there was that.
The fact that Kyrie sticked around for as long as they could is the most shocking thing, really.
It is kind of amazing in some ways, though. I've gotten to work extremely tired before. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's not great. And I work at home, and working tired is tough.
Real life is the higher priority.
Yes.
I'm glad that she's prioritizing herself.
So we'll figure out stuff for Saber later. Just kind of a guess on my part. We won't really be seeing Saber this episode. Unless
The literal first scene is going to be with Saber.
It's gonna be, well, that's what happened last time, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. We got all of Kyrie's, the majority of her dialogue out of the way.
It's true because the fate route's already passed by.
Yes.
Part of me was like, oh, what if we give her what if we give her Miss Fujimura? And that was my thought process going every so often. Thought, since she can have more lines, we can give her Miss Fujimura. But then I thought, man, I don't think Taiga does anything in the Heavens Fill route except be a bad ending person. And I don't think she gets to do anything the rest of this route either. The other person I thought was Gilgamesh. But it happens.
Well, Gilgamesh hasn't had that many lines yet.
Well, that out of the way, let me crack over this fortune cookie. Let me get it near the mic. I think she would do it being Gilgamesh. She liked Gilgamesh, so
Yes.
I think it would have been an interesting play. What?
You okay, man?
I think about that one fortune that was like, you will find love in July or something.
Sure.
This fortune cookie says, September will bring you peace and serenity of mind.
I mean,
Did it?
it's pretty nice.
I know I normally read the numbers first, but I was just so caught off guard by the September thing, Anyway, the lotto numbers, pending drumroll, are 26, 30, 19, 9, 10, 21. This cookie's still crunchy too.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not eating an expired cookie.
Yeah, those are sad. Pending, I'm sorry that
Yeah.
we couldn't give you those cookies. As you know, Jess doesn't like paying for shipping to things all the way to Canada from here across the street.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. From your undisclosed location.
Yeah, across the street. I mean, there's only one place across the street from Canada. I don't think it's not that hard to figure it out,
Yeah, no, that's true. You really are doxing yourself there.
How could you do that to yourself?
Well, it's like how we keep saying that Pending's from Canada. As you know.
Oh, God. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm from the Toronto area, which, speaking of, it just occurred to me, I haven't checked the score of the Blue Jays-Dodgers game. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for this.
You have to tell me now because
What?
it's the Blue Jays versus the Dodgers.
Wait,
Okay.
My local newscasters got shitted on for not wearing Dodger blue on the news. That's how much they're worried about this game.
it's just occurred to me to how close Pending actually is to my location, and that scares me.
I know. You should be scared of Pending me nearby. He's a
I
scary
think
person.
we're in the same city. That's the thing.
That's ultra scary.
As far as I know, that is true.
Yeah, we're in the same city.
Ye-
Oh boy.
There,
One
Alright,
day. You'll
Pending, I'm
never know.
rapidly
One day
approaching
you'll
your
go and
location.
you'll
Oh, God.
hear
Pending, what if,
Pending's voice and be like,
yeah, I'll just. It'll just be like the hi.
Pending, what if,
I'm
what
just
if
gonna
the,
peek at the side of the window, like, hey.
Pending, what if the chainsaw noises is actually just Plompers playing with her chainsaw?
That does make a lot of sense. Everything's falling into
Ah.
place now.
there we go.
It should make sense.
We're
Should
back
make
at.
it- That's what's happening.
So what's the score, Pending?
Oh my god, you're telling him to look.
It's okay. So it's 0-0 in the bottom of the second. So the Blue Jays still have a chance in this game. It's okay. I want you to know, last night's game went 18 innings. If you're not familiar with baseball, baseball is supposed to go 9 innings. This went 18 innings, so double the normal length. It ended like around 2:30 a.m. My time, and the Blue Jays lost.
What a
So now-
bummer, man. I wanted someone to beat the Dodgers.
I am holding out hope that Toronto wins today. If Toronto wins today, the series is evened at 2-2. Best of 4 series. So if Toronto loses today, then they have to win the final 3 games in order to win the series.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So lots at
That's
stake
really
today.
difficult to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Pending, we're back at our place and not her place.
Okay.
Of the 2 places we went, we came to ours.
Mm.
I never thought we would make it back alive, so the tension in my shoulders relaxes as soon as I get to the living room. Oh, that's true. I guess he did leave the house this morning being like, I'm gonna die. Let's go.
I'm going to die today.
To be fair, he did.
That's true. Twice.
Twice,
some
yeah.
point, yeah.
More than twice if you consider the times that we clicked the bad endings that would the hopeless choices.
Yes.
Whoa. I felt a bit dizzy and leaning against the wall.
See, you can't even stay standing, idiot.
Tosaka is right, but I think the last part was unnecessary. How many times did she call me an idiot today? I bet she set a new record today.
Baka, 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 baka. Come here. It'll be bad if we don't at least replace those bandages.
I nod at her stare that won't let me say otherwise and go to Tosaka. Oh, we did confess that we liked her. That's also something that happened during that talk.
Oh, did that? Oh, okay. I forgot about that. I can use this first aid kit, right? As expected from the house with a dojo. It might be because there's this many scissors in here, but it's rare to see a first aid kit with needles and thread. Hey, hurry up. Take off your clothes and show me your wound. Oh, that's right. The medical knowledge that this character doesn't know about is coming into play now. No, that's you.
Huh? I have to take my clothes off? Oh no, I can do it myself. I did it this morning too, so there's no problem. That's why I did say like.
Hey, I don't know why you're being so hesitant, but who do you think treated your wound in the first place?
Archer, I assume.
But that time, I was unconscious, so I was only causing an inconvenience to Tosaka. What a way that he thinks.
Stop whining and hurry up. Your wound is special, so we have to treat it or else it won't heal. ...
How unfair. I can't complain as if she tells me that with a face like that. Yeah, I'll leave it to you. To be honest, it's been burning. It's like really hot, actually. Hotter than those hot rods. I give up and sit down. Seeing that my clothes are stained with blood, Tosaka gives up taking it off and starts cutting it right away. She then quickly, but carefully, takes off the bandage. It must have been bad, as Tosaka slightly gasps.
It's filled with pus, guys, probably.
But I'm troubled as well. It's so embarrassing having her stare at my body so closely.
She's being a doctor. Let her do her job.
I'm not even a real doctor. What are you talking about? You really push yourself. It was healing, but it opened up again. Jeez, I can't get mad at you if you see a wound like this. If I see a wound like this, I don't know.
She talks abusively, yet gently touches my wound. Ow.
Oh, was I supposed to be more rough?
Ugh. Damn, I'm getting dizzy for a different reason. I was calm even when we were close earlier, but now my heart is unstable, and I don't know where to look. Oh man. I mutter inside and hit my boiled head, but it does no good. The temperature inside my head will keep on going up if we stay like this.
Yeah, it's definitely infected. I bet you it's filled with pus.
Tosaka, that's enough, right? You can just use how's that word?
Stypic.
Stypic.
Yeah.
Antibiotic ointment and rewrap the bandages.
Isn't it styptic?
I thought it was
Is it
styptic.
styptic?
But let's ask pending. Professional English major, not English language man pending. Professional English
I mean, I don't know why you're asking me when I have a long history of mispronouncing words. My guess would be septic, but
Septic is right, bitches!
Septic?
Okay,
I
well,
don't
there you
think
go.
septic
Styptic
is the
is
right
right.
word.
Styptic is right.
I was
Which
right.
means you're right, yeah.
You don't.
cool.
It's so hard.
Oh,
Words
am I
are
supposed to
hard.
read
Yeah.
more lines? My
Yeah.
bad. You don't call that treatment. I take it back. I'm pissed. You went out with a hack job like this?
A slapping sound. Ugh. What was that for? Tosaka slapped me on the wound without mercy. Ugh. Do you have some grudge against me?
You have no idea. You should thank me for going easy on you.
Saying that, she takes out something that looks like a homemade ointment.
That hurt, right? I healed the dead nerve, so it'll hurt for a while. There's a painkiller in this ointment, but originally is to replace your damaged flesh.
Did she say a dead nerve?
Mm-hmm.
That's serious, is it not?
Yes.
Very.
Okay, cool. Just making
Remember
sure.
we talked about when he uses projection magic, it kills his nerves?
It burns them, but they're not. Well, it's okay right now. He
No,
does burn-
technically burning them would kill them
Yeah,
eventually.
Yeah. But you know, they burn.
Right.
It'll hurt until it blends in, so don't do anything reckless until the pain goes away.
I'm sorry, Tosaka. All I know how to do is reckless.
Seriously.
She applies the jelly-like substance to my wound. Although it looks really suspicious, but Tosaka is treating me seriously.
Here, all done. You should feel somewhat better now once you wrap bandage. I'm sorry, this starburst is not working with me. Okay. Here, all done. You should feel somewhat better once you wrap bandages around it and get a good night's rest. If for some reason me chewing the starburst and reading the line made me so I couldn't read the line.
Something you don't get in the anime versions, pending, is just how beat up and destroyed Shiro Emiya is.
That makes sense.
You don't see him
That
just.
would take a lot of the budget to animate.
And also I think for an anime, it really slows it down, right? Because like in the visual novel, it's slow, but you're like, oh man, you're going through it. You know how in pain he is. But for the anime, it's like, well, we don't really want to spend an entire episode of him being like, oh, I'm so in pain. I gotta keep going. Oh, it's so much hurt. I guess. I think. Probably. She skillfully wraps the bandages around the wound. I'm not praising her, but her wrapping is much better than mine. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, they show.
I remember in the last storyline, I was pulling out medical syringes.
Yeah, they do some like get gutted by Berserker, right? But that's a little like I guess that's one of those necessary ones. You don't get to see how much in pain he is from every other injury he gets. I thank her, trying not to make eye contact. Meep indeed, Jay. Meep indeed.
Yeah.
That's good. I guess I can't read. That's good. I'm glad I treated you if you feel better.
Yeah, it's even more helpful since I didn't think it would heal. Anyways, thanks for treating the wound. I just assumed that it would just be permanently destroyed the rest of my life, which I assumed was about one more day.
Fair.
Of course. I'm gonna heal it as long as I'm treating it.
Finishing the treatment, Tosaka stands up. Then, I don't know why, but she heads straight to the kitchen. Tosaka? Am I seeing things? She's checking inside the refrigerator and the rice cooker. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm preparing dinner. You haven't eaten yet, Shiro. I haven't either. So we're gonna have dinner.
Yeah, I can tell, but why are we having dinner in this situation?
Because even in war, people eat? It's only natural. People can't come up with decent ideas on an empty stomach, right?
That does make sense.
And Tosaka declares while glaring at the inside of the refrigerator. The sound of clashing tableware echoes. It's past 10 p.m.
Feeling-
I don't know how it ended up like this, but I'm eating a late dinner with Tosaka in the living room. By the way, the dinner was made by both of us. Princess
I don't know
Tosaka.
how it ended up like this. We went into detail about how it went up.
You're over there asking, why do we need to eat? I'm like, bitch, why do you need to eat?
Says the guy whose only enjoyment in life comes from cooking food. I guess it comes from cooking
know,
the food.
right?
Yeah, he doesn't actually enjoy consuming food.
Princess Tosaka wanted to eat Japanese cuisine,
Oh, shut up!
but she didn't know how to make miso soup. It really makes me worried What are-
She's making you dinner, man.
what our school is teaching the girls in cooking class. Tosaka focuses on her meal. She must be hungry, as her bowl is almost empty.
I can't believe they're complaining about what they're learning in cooking class.
But I don't have much of an appetite right now. It's probably because this isn't the time to be eating, but more so because I haven't said it yet.
It's exactly the time to be eating, is it not?
Withdraw now. I haven't expressed my thoughts to Tosaka, who told me that as she left. Tosaka,
Even soldiers eat.
I have something I want to talk about first. I put my chopsticks down and look at Tosaka.
Feeding soldiers is actually a big part of military logistics.
It is
need
because
to
if
eat
your
so you have
soldiers start,
energy.
because if your
Yep.
soldiers start starving, they will attack you.
Yep, no,
Either
it's,
they'll attack you or they won't effectively be able to do anything.
Exactly.
that's why ice cream was such a big thing for the
And
U.S.
chocolate
Navy.
bars. Yeah, chocolate bars for the army.
Yes, you got to keep morale up.
Keeps morale up, it gives you a boost of energy because of sugar rush.
That too, but it was mostly
Motivated.
just for it is mostly for the morale.
Pending, if
A
you
lot
had
of times when it comes to food, it's morale related.
That, and it's easy to preserve, so.
Pending,
That's true. Well, on a Navy ship, it is.
Yeah.
right, Pending,
I think that's probably why the Navy was big into ice cream as
You got
as, like, the
superpowers,
treat of
Pending.
choice.
you got
I got
ice.
superpowers.
You get ice superpowers, but it's not actually ice. It's ice cream. What do you do?
I make a lot of ice cream.
Is it okay? Is it like Shiro's sword projection magic, where
No, it's
Where
superpowers.
where
It's-
it disappears.
no, imagine.
So I'm making it's
I'm-
permanent ice cream.
Imagine it's like a quirk from My Hero.
okay?
So I just create ice cream out of thin air, and the ice cream persists.
Of course,
I mean,
Definitely.
it's
you do
perfect
use
for
your
fighting
own
villains
energy.
because you'll either, if you don't freeze them to death,
How much
Then you can drown
energy does it take from me to make the ice cream?
A lot at first, obviously, right? You gotta train it up. If you want to be a
Okay,
ice
well,
cream based hero.
yeah, it's
well,
It's
just
worth it
make
to
yourself
train.
ice cream every day and then eat the
Yeah.
ice cream.
yeah,
That's
I-
how you train, right?
yeah, exactly.
It is at first not feasible for him to eat his own ice cream because it doesn't.
I'll work on it. I'll put in the time. Let me ask you this. If I work on the skill enough, do I get like different flavors and like types
Yes.
of ice cream? Okay. That's good. I am gonna be
Besides, what's a sweeter death for a villain than drowning in ice cream?
Well, I don't kill the villain.
No one ever said
I-
Penny was the one that doesn't kill people.
I am gonna be the best ice cream based hero of all time. By the way, did you know that like Batman in the very early days of the comics used a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't-
he was a
yeah.
detective.
You see the
They
guy
were called the detective comics.
when he sneaks into
Yeah,
the
no,
dude
that's
sneaks
true.
into the dude's like lair while he's sleeping and just shoots him.
Yeah.
I
He
didn't see
didn't
that one
exactly have
specifically.
qualms
But
about
yeah,
shooting because he was a
the no
detective
ki-
and, you
the
know.
no killing thing apparently was actually an invention because of the comic code.
Yeah.
When they had to tone down the
Yeah.
heroes.
And around the same time as the Hays Code, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why Batman and even like once the comic code like stopped being really a thing, like the whole Batman doesn't kill thing was such an interesting thing to play around with that they kept it as part of his character.
I'm Batman.
And I guess it became kind of iconic with this character too.
How do we know
I
that?
don't know. I mean, Superman's always had that.
I know.
hasn't he?
I know you've been saying that Archer is Shiro, but
Superman.
I've also
Yeah.
never seen Shiro, Emiya, and Batman in the same room together. Just throwing that out there.
That's true. He could be Batman. He also doesn't have parents, so
It's all coming together.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Superman has like a no killing code. I don't think he usually kills anyways, but I don't think it's like a specific part of his ethos in the same way it is for Batman. Like I think Superman does practice restraint though, especially when fighting like normal supervillains, for lack of a better way of putting it, as opposed to intergalactic supervillains, because he usually has like an edge and strength, and usually he
Superman does
doesn't-
not have a no-kill rule. Okay. I wanted
Yeah.
to confirm that.
yeah, I could be wrong because like I'm not like a huge comic book person, but
I think morally he doesn't like to do it if he doesn't
yeah,
have to.
Superman does not want to kill people. I think Superman is very big into not escalating a situation.
Yeah.
Like he responds with a level of force that has been pushed upon him. And yeah, Superman only murders people a little bit as a treat.
You know, Pending, I've been thinking about this. You're a journalist, right?
Yes. I guess you could call me that. I guess under some
How do I know you're not Superman?
I guess you don't.
Pending, you
Well,
wear
obviously
glasses?
it's because his name isn't Clark Kent.
Yeah, but what if
You
that's
wear
just
glasses,
propaganda?
Pending?
That's
What if
true.
the name is Kent Clark?
Oh my
That's
god.
true, yeah.
Then what?
We're on you.
Could be
Pending.
Kent Clark.
Is this supposed to be me talking? by
No,
the way?
you're the what?
What?
I've been thinking since then about why I joined this battle
That was a great read.
and what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and
She urges me as she sips her on her miso soup. It puts my spirits down, but I put my strength in my abdomen, refusing to lose. At first, it was because I was dragged into it, and as long as I became a master, I wanted to do something about this war. But it has nothing to do with becoming a master or being dragged into it. ... I like being a hero of justice. That's why I need to protect everyone. I don't care about.
That's why I became Batman. And it's like, you're what? And he's like, yeah. And then he rips off the mask that is his face, and underneath is the Batman mask.
under he's like, this is the real reason I didn't want to take my shirt off. He takes off his shirt and it's the Batman uniform.
Yeah.
I don't care about this master thing. It makes no difference in the fact that I'm going to fight, even if I'm not a master anymore. I lost Saber.
Suddenly, every appliance / piece of furniture in the place like rotates 180 degrees, and they're now in like the Bat Cave.
He uses projection to make those batarangs.
Yeah.
And throws them. That's why they're bladed.
Yeah.
outside of Zod, it looks like most of the
Alfred
killing
Alfred
Superman
rocks
has done
in
has
with
been-
more miso soup that it's just like, I see you have told Rin, Master Wayne.
Yes, Alfred.
And like he takes a master soup, he takes a sip, and it's like, yes, Alfred, I thought it was time. Very good, sir. I have warmed up the Batmobile for you. It's like great. We gotta go fight Castor and Archer and Saber now. Very good, sir. Robin is already en route.
He's like, you have a Robin? Of course I have a Robin. It's my third one.
Yeah.
He's on his 4th one actually now.
Well, we're telling her, you know, come on, think about it,
That's
Jay.
true.
It's 2004.
I think there's
Yeah.
5 Robins.
Is there 5 Robins now?
Okay, let me think.
Because I thought the last one
J-
was his son. His actual
That-
son.
Okay, so that Robin's not dead, but that Robin is no longer Robin, if I remember correctly. I think there's another.
Oh,
I
is there
think he
another
did work
Robin
out.
now?
I
It
think
has
he did
died,
work
though.
out with his son, so he got like a new Robin. Let me look this up real quick.
I said,
Also,
ready for
I will
Toastlock's
say-
rebuttal.
I did look up Superman. It looks like for the most part, most of Superman's killings outside of killing Zod has been a modern invention. Most of the time he does not kill anyone, even though he doesn't have like a spoken
That makes
rule
sense.
about
Yeah.
it.
But Tosaka.
Yeah. So, okay, so I was both right and wrong. I am right in that there are 4 Robins. I am wrong in that Damien was the 4th.
No, you said 5 Robins.
Yeah, 5 Robins. There are 5 Robins.
Okay, there are.
Yeah. It's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake,
Yeah.
Stephanie Brown, and then Damian Wayne is the most recent.
Stephanie Brown was considered a Robin.
We count her?
Apparently so. She is now.
I thought she was considered a Batgirl.
At least in this like BatmanFandom.com, it lists her as a Robin.
I definitely remember
let
the
me-
female Robin.
She is a Batgirl now.
Okay.
But okay. There's a picture of her here. Career as Robin. Yeah, I see a picture of her
Okay,
as Robin.
so she was definitely a Robin. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought she was a Batgirl. I didn't realize she had become she was a Robin first.
Yeah, for whatever reason, she was Robin, and then they reassigned her to being Batgirl.
Probably because Batgirl became Origin.
Yeah,
Or
that makes
Oracle.
sense. Yeah, because like yeah. And then in the New 52, she has appeared. I don't know what her, because like I don't know a lot about DC Comics, but I am aware that the New 52 is basically a reset of all of their properties.
I've just
Yeah, but
been
they're past
enjoying
that.
watching the Bat Family stuff. Oh, I see. I think that's me.
That's true. Gives an absent-minded answer and finishes the food in her bowl. Hey, Tosaka, I'm talking about serious stuff, so...
I'm listening. You're going to fight by yourself, right? You can't stand the fact that people are dying rather than the fact that you might die. That's why you decided to fight, no matter how weak you are.
She looks straight at me. It's as if she sees through a part of me that even I don't know about with integrity. And approves of me fighting. Yeah, that's true.
What's with that face? You look like a squirrel that licked sugar.
Alright,
What the
Pending.
fuck is this phrase?
Pending, what does the squirrel that licked sugar look like? I'm gonna need you to go find that and post that for us.
What?
That's
I'm gonna
exactly what
Google
Rick
this.
said.
Squirrel that licked sugar.
I have
Well, I
a feeling
thought you were
Kate's
going to
gonna
object.
show up when you put that, but
Why is this not something I should look up?
No, look it up.
No.
We're just
I'm just saying it's gonna be a lot of Rin Tosaka just standing there saying the line. I have a feeling.
No,
Of course I do, but I can't complain to you when you saved me like that.
It actually brings up basically nothing related to squirrel licking sugar. There's
Oh,
some
that's
stuff about
unfortunate.
squirrels having sap. What happens if a squirrel eats sugar? Foods like dairy, chocolate, salted nuts, and bread can contain high amounts of sugar, salt, and other ingredients that cause various issues for the squirrel. Okay, so they shouldn't
It's
have
the
a
same thing
sugar
with
coop.
dogs. You can't even give dogs too much sugar either. That's why a lot of pup cream and stuff
Yeah.
is just whipped cream with no sugar.
I assume she was trying to imply that he looked hyperactive or something, or like was moving around a lot, but
No.
I don't know what she was
I don't-
doing.
I guess because that's the only thing I can think of. And this
Yeah.
must be
I
based
sup-
off of I have a feeling it's based off of a Japanese tale that
I
just didn't translate very
Actually,
well.
think it's the surprise
Probably.
Pikachu face.
You think it's the surprise Pikachu face?
I think it's the surprise Pikachu face.
Is that really? Is it possible that's genuinely what it's being referenced?
Well, no, I
I
just think
mean,
that's
no.
like the look that he has on his
It's
face.
supposed to be a similar look.
I see.
I have a feeling it's probably based off of some Japanese story that I'm not aware of, in which someone gave a squirrel sugar or something.
Molly Miles, Batman is a very hard boss to deal with. You know, sometimes he'll fire his son. Also, he didn't. If memory serves, he didn't want Damien.
He didn't. He was
that
like, I'll take Damien just because you're a terrible mother, basically.
Yeah. He also didn't know Damien existed until Damien was all like that.
Yeah.
It's
So,
complicated, really.
It is complicated.
Anyway, Jay, read your lines.
Oh, wait, I have lines to rewrite. Besides, I know that you're like that no matter how much I try to stop you.
Tosaka averts her gaze a bit. I don't know why, but anyway. So Tosaka, we're still cooperating, right?
Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll go along with it first of all.
Damn, Tosaka's
I'll be
tired.
so worried that it's 10 o'clock. Worried that I won't be able to sleep soundly if I let you be on your own. And
She takes a deep breath after getting ready for some reason.
For some
to
reason.
say like you would, I don't.
Wow! A new sprite.
I wasn't ready for a new sprite, to be honest.
I wasn't ready for this sprite either. I'm surprised the sprite exists.
Tell me.
You know, I mean, every time there's always a new sprite. I get it's so bad.
But the fact that there's a new sprite of her blushing, I'm not shocked at. And her yelling while blushing. The fact that it's holding a bowl.
Yeah, that's the part that's, I think, the most surprising, because if it was just a yelling and blushing face without the bowl, then they could have reused it in like a bunch of different circumstances.
But they can't reuse this sprite except for what she's eating.
Well, they could reuse the face, but then she would need a new hand position.
No, I don't think the artist and author of this game was smart enough to think about that kind of stuff of
You-
having multiple parts.
Yeah,
I
like
think he just drew
layering-
one
yeah.
picture.
That was inefficient, but I could absolutely see that being the way.
I don't think he was
Musuneko?
being efficient. I think he was just trying to get it to be drawn.
Fair.
Musuneko?
Musuneko?
I'm trying to
Who's
read the
that?
rice bowl.
Oh, okay.
Is it
that's-
Mugun? Mugu? Musu? Neko.
I thought you were like saying that Musuneko was like the artist or something. I'm like,
I think it says Meow Neko.
Yeah, it's definitely a U, and it's not a W at the end.
can we zoom in and enhance?
Alright, Pending, zoom in enhance. Oh, they're
Zoom
I don't
in
have
his
that
hand
power.
is
That
freaking-
absolutely says meow Neko.
meow? Really?
It's telling you, it says Meow Neko.
It's
Yeah, it
wild.
says meow. It's an E.
Is it? It's wild.
It's just a really bad, it's like a cartoonishly written E, you know? That's how it is for me, so you also don't have a problem being together, right?
Tosaka hands me her bowl. How long did it take for me to realize that she's asking for seconds? Oh, yeah, of course. I don't care how much of a tyrant you are. It's what I want. He just says that. I think the
He
bowl.
really is just coming out here.
Oh, with the rice cooker.
I mean,
You're a
I
rice fan.
suppose being called a tyrant is better than being called a fat person, I guess, but really,
Swing the
in
rice
this
battle.
context specifically, not in real life,
And
I'd
hand it
rather be
back
called
to
fat
her.
than a tyrant.
You're such a tyrant, Jay.
I am.
With an extra
Hero
portion.
likes it. I like it when you're a tyrant.
Fine, I'm hungry and the food's good.
Tosaka starts eating the mountain of rice. Huh. I let out a smile. I bet I'm eating with a really happy expression. But I can't put my smile away even if I'm aware. I'm so happy right now, so let me smile like a fool for a while. Oh, she has her finger up.
The finger's up. The fucking
That only
exposition's
means-
coming.
That only means one thing.
Well, now we're drinking tea together after dinner.
So projection has its limitations, I see. It looks like its powers are unlimited since it makes things you imagine real, but it has its own set of rules. The easiest thing to understand in those rules is the durability of things projected. It's the strength of its existence.
Tsusaga puts a finger, puts up a finger while she drinks her tea.
I'm surprised there isn't a sprite of her with one finger up, her other holding a cup of tea while speaking.
Strength of its existence? What, you mean its flimsiness of being unable to bear an existence of an illusion? I sip my green tea and tilt my head in response.
For someone who doesn't seem to know anything, you sure know some boring terms, but, well, you're not right. But you're not wrong.
Cool.
I feel like that
You're
was
in
the
the middle
weirdest way of
ground.
saying that phrase.
You're not right, but you're not wrong.
Alright. Hold on, I'm reformatting my screen to actually show lines. Alright. Projection is where you completely reproduce the real thing from your own imagination. There is no exception to this. You can't project it if it's not perfect inside of you, as it is a shadow of the true object. Projection Magecraft doesn't allow even a minute to waste, I guess. I thought it was like a minute detail, but I guess it's minute.
So basically, things created by projection have the same strength as you imagine it. Is that still you? In the regard of illusion,
I
it's
think
perfect.
that's definitely still me. So
All right.
basically, things created by projection has the same strength as you imagine it. In regards of an illusion, it's perfect. Additionally, the closer the mage's image and knowledge is to the real thing, it becomes perfect in reality as well.
Hold on, that's weird. I projected Archer's sword, but Kuzuki destroyed them. I know Caster strengthened Kuzuki's fist, but they aren't strong enough to destroy a noble phantasm. Doesn't that mean that Archer's Kancho and Bakia that I projected is inferior by several ranks to the original ones?
Yes, you realize a good point, Emiya. That's the limitation of projection and the strength of its existence. You see, projection is just projection. It's not creation. What creates the projection is the mage's image. So when there's a flaw in the image itself, it vanishes even if it has the same ability as the real thing.
A flaw in the image? Isn't that weird too? If the image is wrong, then you can't project it in the first place.
Right, that's why the flaw is created after it's projected. Let's see. For example, let's say you projected the famous sword that would never break.
Wow, I nod. Just like a nod in satisfaction.
He's like, you have my attention now that we're talking about swords.
Oh, swords.
Is that supposed to be me talking?
Mhm.
But there's no such thing as a sword that never breaks. Just by having a personality trait of never breaking in its expression method, tradition, and sales pitch, it can chip or break if it comes across an illusion greater than itself.
Doesn't that mean my image was wrong if it breaks? Since I made a sword that won't break, right?
It doesn't. At the point that it succeeded, there is no mistake shape-wise, and first of all, a sword that won't break is like a name, right? There's no such thing as a sword that won't break. But Shiro, what you imagined was a sword that never breaks, right? If this sword breaks in real life, then what you projected becomes a lie. So what I'm saying is that the swords are really semantic. That is not because the sword broke. What you imagine is a sword that won't break. At the point that it broke, a sword that won't break and the sword that just broke right now are two different things. It's because the scale between you and reality tips. ...
Question mark. So to sum it up, alright, so I imagined a sword that won't break and projected it, but the sword that I projected broke during battle. At that point, since I denied the sword myself saying, hey, this sword breaks in real life, the projected thing disappears as a result. because of the image discrepancy.
So you have to imagine Pending having the power of a burger that never disappears.
But the
Yes.
moment he bites it, it disappears.
It changes form, but it doesn't disappear.
Well, you can't see it anymore.
Is my being able to see it required
Probably.
to maintain the burger? That's unfair.
Ah, you're pretty bright. Yes, you're right. You projected archer swords. I don't know how you've ranked archer swords, but you yourself didn't imagine a sword that would get destroyed by Kuzuki's attacks. But the sword got destroyed in reality. At that point, you thought, these aren't archer swords. So really, you just need to fake it till you make it. So the projection was denied by the creator, so it's lost the strength of its existence. It became a fantasy again.
That was...
Think about it. Like, if Shido is like, make a burger that never disappears, the second it's gone, I'm just like, is that object permanence? Shido doesn't have object permanence.
Yeah, it seems so. That's very tragic.
If
of
it's
him.
not there anymore, then it disappeared, so it must break, right? Like the moment you take it out of the room, it's vanished. It disappeared.
Just
So
lie to
basically-
yourself until it's real, because it is real until you say
Maybe
it's
the
not
problem
real.
is the moment he bites into it, he realizes that the hamburger isn't real, and therefore the reality breaks.
And therefore
You
it's gone.
realize-
It's no longer actually real.
You realize that the burger is a little dry and the whole illusion breaks down.
Basically, don't go into the matrix.
Yes.
... I see. Even projected weapons can break, but it's not the enemy that makes the projected weapons disappear, but yourself. When the difference between your image and reality becomes too big to amend, the projected weapon disappears. Most of
Okay,
all,
fake it till you make it!
most of all, it's because the one who created it stopped believing in the illusion.
Got it? That's why Projection Magecraft starts from the blueprint. You should also consider the materials, properties, and history. If you have those down, then it shouldn't disappear right away, even if reality is slightly different from your image.
By the way, Molly, that is called a broken phantasm. There's a skill for it.
Wow. Does that mean... No, I can't say that. Anyway, then wouldn't it
hold on.
start from considering why you decided to make that in the first place?
But materials and techniques aren't enough. Today's
Okay.
dinner also started from you saying that you wanted to eat Japanese cuisine. Then you have to start from the beginning of creation. ...
I made a salad and I had
Oh.
to start.
Just like a stunned. ... Tosaka stares at me. I sip my tea and tilt my head and wonder, hey, why did we start talking about this again?
Come to think of it, I thought we were discussing our strategy moving forward.
Yeah, that's right. As we were talking about what we should do moving forward, Tosaka.
Shiro, do you want to try Projection Magecraft fully fledged?
Said an irresponsible thing like that.
So irresponsible of me. I remember now, we were so stuck that we started placing hope on uncertain factors.
Yeah, you're right. First of all I can manage to project is swords. And that's never helped me before, so it probably won't be of much help. ... She's looking at me with the weird eyes again. I wonder why she makes that expression when we talk about projection magecraft.
Oh well, let's confirm our situation again.
For now,
For
we're
now,
fucked.
the enemy... For now, the enemy is Caster. It's not a big deal if it's just her, but we can't do anything as long as she's projected by Kuzuki, who's skilled in close combat and... Oh, protected, not projected. I'm sorry. An archer who went to the other side. On top of that, it's only a matter of time until Saber will be manipulated. The situation is getting worse by the second.
Yeah, but Archer aside, Saber isn't fully under Caster's control yet. That gives us a chance of victory. There's no chance to win when Saber completely submits to Caster. Besides, I won't let that happen. She told me to run. For the sake of Saber, who said that while crying, I can't let Caster have her way.
That's right. Raise your hand if you have an idea, Shiro. Do you have any good ideas?
A plan that will be a solution to the current situation. If there's a way to oppose Caster, it's... Oh boy, oh
Okay,
gosh.
while you're making this decision, I'm putting my food in the fridge.
All right, Pending, are you ready? Are you ready to make
Don't die.
the ultimate decision that will...
But also, please take your time.
All right. So if there's a way to oppose Caster,
I want
it's
you to die.
there's no such thing. The only thing is to break through from the front. We can't break through from the front. Is there any secret passage in the church? There's the creepy basement. It's impossible with just the two of us. We'll cooperate with other masters. Okay. So my first thought is without a servant, I don't love our chances of facing Caster. Like, I don't understand how we can beat Caster, Saber, Archer, and Assassin with just Rin and
Hero?
Shiro's magic. So I'm leaning heavily towards saying that they need to cooperate with other masters. The only problem is that the two remaining masters are Shinji, and that's a non-starter.
Well, they don't even know that Shinji's a master still.
I put my food away. What are we doing?
That's true. So that really just leaves Ilya with Berserker.
Huh.
And while I think that tips the scales,
What about
I
Archer?
really-
What do you mean about
Archer-
Archer?
Golden Archer.
Well, we don't know about him.
even if we
I
did
see.
know about him, I don't want to work with Shinji.
Shiro's the best friend.
God.
And the priest is Rin's teacher.
No, we don't know that.
Thing, apprentice, whatever.
We also don't know the priest is a master. We don't know about Lancer's master. I think the only master we know about is Ilya.
Yeah.
And Shinji.
We don't know. No, we don't know Shinji's still a master.
Oh, that's a good point.
As far as we know, Shinji's out of the war.
I don't feel like coming to Ilya is a safe bet, but I guess the one thing working in our favor is that Ilya in this route has interest in Archer, so maybe she would have interest in working with us. But
Well,
I have unspeakable knowledge
let's just think of
that I'm
the
not
other.
allowed to say.
Let's just think of the other options. What will happen if we try to just go in the front?
I gotta assume we'll get killed. Like, I don't see how that would work in our favor. And frankly, going through a secret passage in the church, like, let's say we go through the basement, but what is our hope from sneaking in? Like, what are we trying to accomplish by doing that?
Would you even want to save the priest if you go to the basement? Like, let's be so real here.
We don't know where the priest
Yeah.
is.
Like, there's I don't think attacking Caster in any form in our current situation is a winning strategy. Like, she just has too much stacked it up in her favor right now. I guess we gotta see if Ilya will help us. ...
There aren't opponents that we can take on by ourselves. There's 3 enemies, so we need to at least one more person to cooperate with us. In that case, our choices are limited. People who are also mages and have a reason to fight Caster. That is none other than another master. Tosaka, don't get mad and hear me out. Do you think we can cooperate with other
That
masters?
phrase, "hear me out" is forever ruined. All right, what's your intention? You have some plan for you to say that, right?
Well, not really, but the other masters can't ignore Caster's current situation, right? Then I thought that maybe we could join hands just this time.
Yes, I was actually thinking the same thing. Although I kept quiet since I thought you would object.
She said
Okay,
with
this is a good
reluctant
sign.
Oh,
This is
wait,
one that
this is
Rin
what
agreed.
Rin was thinking, and Rin is 99% of the time correct.
Rin
Yeah,
is always right.
She
Yeah,
must,
No,
I
one
like
time
that
she
answer.
isn't.
she
Yeah.
must
That's why I
not
said
like the idea
99% of
deep
the time.
down. But
Yeah.
she knows that the only option we have.
In that case, there are 2 masters left, Lancer's Master and Berserker's Master. Lancer's Master is still unknown, so there's no way to negotiate. But we might have a chance with Berserker's Master, Eliasaville.
Berserker's Master. The girl in white and the rock-like giant I met on the first day. Her actions were dangerous, but I don't think she's cruel. Yeah, that girl might at least listen to us. She doesn't seem like she would propose any absurd conditions in return either.
Wow. That's another baka for you. Idiot, she's the most dangerous for you. She was only looking at you from the start, putting myself aside. I don't know what she would do to you.
I'm sure it's nothing awful. It's not like she's...
Anything to you.
What?
Why do you
My
think that?
Forever.
What do you mean? I only met the girl once, and it's not possible. Don't scare me like that, Tosaka. He just has no idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he didn't know the other route.
He doesn't know he died that one time. Or didn't
Yeah.
die. He didn't die. I didn't let him die.
He didn't hang
Yeah.
out with her just over several days randomly, like in the first route, so...
And they
Of
get
course we'll
robbed.
break off the negotiating if that happens, idiot.
And she looks away, then chugs her tea.
But we can only bet on Elizaville for now. If Castor's identity is like Archer said, Berserker would be a natural enemy without a doubt. They knew each other when they were alive, so he should know Castor's tricks. Berserker can handle both Castor and Archer, even if they attack at the same time. We just have to capture Kazuki during that time. By the way, do we... Okay, question.
What?
Do we know the name now? Officially in the game?
Oh, Archer said it.
Yeah, but did it get updated? No.
I think it, well, Archer said it. He said Medea. Princess of
I know
Crocus.
he said Medea.
He like went over her whole backstory and everything.
I
We
know.
love the witch.
But Shiro hasn't registered it in his servant
Trade her
board yet.
brother was married to the Argonauts, which Hercules was part of. Ah, that's idealistic, but Tosaka, do
That's
you...
me. That's
Yeah,
idealistic.
that's you.
But Tosaka,
That's
did
definitely
Castor
you.
and Berserker really know each other?
Yes, Archer told me that Berserker's identity is Hercules. If Castor is actually the extraordinary witch, then they might know each other from the Argo expedition. It's just like how I don't get along with Kyrie. There's always people you won't get along with in this world. That's what they're calling what happened on the with Jason and the Argonauts, even though Jason cheated on her, huh? Just
There's a lot.
sometimes
There's a
people
lot,
don't
Jay.
get along.
There's a lot, Jay, alright? Huh?
No, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get water. And
But
stuff.
I think it actually just means that, in this case, Berserker is her natural enemy. Just like Shiro Emiya's natural enemy is also Kyrie Kotomine.
True, but I'm just saying, man. Just calling.
Think of it as the RPG terms, Jay. Think about the RPG terms.
They
But-
weren't even on opposite sides though for a while.
Think
I
of
don't
it in
know,
the
I don't know,
RPG
man.
terms, Jay. Don't think about it about how everything
I'm
went bad
thinking
for
of it
her.
in the RPG terms, and it doesn't make sense that way either.
Berserker just nullifies everything she does.
Yeah, that's the magic community, basically.
Fine.
Castor can't do shit to him. That's why she needed Saber.
Yeah, that's the whole reason she needed Saber.
That's true. She did mention that.
Because she could just cast magic, but we did learn that Berserker just looks at magic and says, well, fuck you.
Berserker will just take it, and then hit it. She knows what she's in for with Berserker. She's like, oh man, him? Ugh.
Basically, it's rock, paper, scissors. Castor just said, I'm paper. I'm just gonna go get... no, wait. I'm scissors. I'm just gonna go get the paper real quick for the rock.
But Tosaka,
Then I indoctrinate paper.
I'm sure anyone would dislike that priest. But then it's decided. But how should we find her? She hasn't come out since. But with that much magical energy, we should be able to find her no matter where she hides, right? Yeah, we can't find her, so doesn't that mean she's not in this town?
Probably not. Ellisville must be having fun watching the Holy Grail War from afar.
From afar? Is she keeping watch over the town like Castor is from Ryoto Temple?
I don't know, but I have an idea of where she might be. I heard from my dad that the Einsberg family has a villa in the forest on the outskirts of town.
She says with a tense voice. A villa that stands in the forest of the outskirts. I can tell how dangerous that place is just from the way Tosaka is acting. I go back to my room and lie down. Sleepiness spreads through my whole body as soon as I do. ... I stare at the dark ceiling. We are going to Iliasville, the girl in white's hideout tomorrow. No matter what kind of negotiations take place, it's obvious that it will become a trial of strength. Tosaka suggested that we take a nap before we head over, since we won't be able to achieve good results if we go with tired bodies. 5 more hours till dawn. We have to go talk to that girl after that. The young master that appeared in front of us on the night I became a master. If Saber is an excellent servant in all aspects, then Berserker is specialized when it comes to battle. There's no servant that can match Berserker simply in terms of battle. How are we supposed to talk with such a monster?
I'm back. If it weren't for the fact that Ilya likes Shudo, I feel like that's really dangerous considering neither of them have their servants.
Yeah.
And they're just walking up to Ilya with Berserker.
They have literally no options, so it's not like I don't get it.
Ilya's like looking at this, like, man. Y'all are desperate.
Sigurd makes me believe that it's impossible to negotiate with them. However, strangely, I don't feel any uneasiness. I feel like the Ilya kid will understand if we talk to her. Just like Tosaka, I'm sure she can differentiate her enemies and allies as a mage, but I feel like she's a decent kid in a different regard. Jeez, what wishful thinking when I haven't even talked to her yet. I bet she would flame me, saying that it's a convenient fantasy. But what's wrong with believing that? Is it weird to have hope for someone you don't know and are about to meet? ... I realize that I'm gritting my teeth. The man that told me to drown in my ideals betrayed Tosaka in front of my eyes. A guy with that much trust and power changed his beliefs so easily.
So a dangerous thing is happening right now?
Yeah, we're laying down in bed. Thinking about Archer.
The Jays are up 2-1.
Have they...
Oh, good.
That gives me hope. And
Maybe
I don't know.
watch it right now, though. wait till afterwards, you know?
Archer.
Yeah.
I feel my heart start to sink. No, is it freezing?
I gotta just, like, avoid looking at the game too much.
My mind freezes thinking back at his actions. I am angry. I can't forgive him for betraying Tosaka, out of all people. I can't forgive him for abandoning his ally, out of all people. I will never be like that. Even if I had it been the very best action to survive and it ended up
It's
being
ironic
the correct
because
path,
he becomes Archer.
I will never do something like that. His actions have been getting on my nerves. He told me not to talk about ideals. I rebelled against him when he said that I can't save everything. Even then, I agreed somewhere in my heart. His words are correct. The hero of justice that my old man talked about was just a pipe dream. And I accepted the fact that I had become like him if I wanted to get as close to that ideal as possible. I've been denying it, even though I'd accepted that in my mind. But this isn't that kind of level. I can accept him. I can't accept the action that he took no matter the circumstances. I won't be able to keep standing if I approve it. That's why I can't lose to you. My words don't disappear into the night and remain in the room. A few more hours until dawn. I keep repeating those words in a mud-like slumber. A mud-like slumber doesn't seem very restful.
No, I get it. It doesn't.
I suppose, if you think about it, Mud doesn't have a consciousness, so it just means that
Versus
he just...
Berserker.
Feels like a
Yeah.
muddy slumber.
Yeah.
How do you Do any of
Interlude.
you know how to find a character that you've created in not Dimension, Roll20?
I don't, but Plompers
You should
might.
be able to just log into your account, and it should show up after you log into the table that you were trying to get the information from.
Yeah.
She ponders in the
okay,
dark
yeah.
by herself.
Here we go. Here we go. Thank
There
you.
you go.
It has already been a day since she attacked the church and killed the priest. It has been a day since she declared that she will find it no matter where it is hidden, if it exists. It may not be the case for other servants, but there's no way someone as versed in magecraft as her cannot find a holy relic like the Holy Grail. Then there's only one answer. The Holy Grail never existed in this church to start with. ... Pulling out a small sigh, she put her finger on her temple. When she closes her eyes, the heavy darkness weighs heavily on her whole body. That is simply a scream. It's not someone else's. A scream coming from her body and mind, telling her that she is in a critical state of fatigue. It has already been a month since she was summoned. During that time, she has done her best just to win. Her master is an ordinary person without a magic circuit, and she herself is the weakest of servants. In order to make up for the shortcomings, she abused maidcraft that was prohibited. She has been exploiting the citizens. She has been manipulating the ley line using human sacrifices and the threads of magical energy that she has placed throughout the town. That is the cause for why she is called a witch when she was alive. But she'd never used them before. She should have never used them, and she had no intention of doing the forbidden. So, why did she end up using them for such a meaningless kill fest? She became a heroic spirit for her own revenge. However, she understands that it's meaningless to use the magecraft that diminished her to being a witch. She only uses trivial magecraft. It was her creed to inflict certain curses that people refer to as disasters. They could cause people to destroy themselves with their own greed and return to their true selves. That was all the revenge she could manage. So what caused her to stray from the path so much?
Oh, is that me? Shit, man. Okay. It's all for the Holy Grail. It's natural for me to go crazy for the Holy Grail that can grant any wish.
That is a lie.
I'm just gaslighting myself.
That is a lie. She knows the true identity of the Holy Grail. She has known what that thing is and what objective servants like her are summoned for a long time. It is true that most wishes can be granted by the Holy Grail that appears in this town. It could allow her to stay in this world as a physical entity instead of a heroic spirit, thereby allowing her to live a second life as a human. However...
Stupid. What's the meaning? What meaning is there for such a thing?
She mutters and closes her eyes.
It's okay. They're just bringing a girl over to me on their own. That is the Holy Grail, so this is fine.
She empties her mind. For a moment, she temporarily lets her guard down and rests her mind. She hears the sound of rain. It was a moonless night. Her empty heart wanders in the surroundings' pitch-black darkness. That's where she met him. With a bloodied body and frozen limbs. That coincidence was a miracle among miracles. It took place at the mountain that houses Rieto Temple. Just what you wanted, Pending. Cast your backstory.
Excellent. Yes.
Falling rain. She wanders aimlessly in the gloomy, dense forest. She leaves behind traces of blood. In her hand is a dagger that breaks contracts. The purple robe was wet from the rain, and her limbs had turned white from the winter rain. She staggers around, holding onto a tree for support. She walked on, dirty with mud, her breath ragged, reaching out her hand as if asking for help. She did not look like her usual self that was always composed. No, there was not even any remnants of magical energy. She's exhausted. There's only a fistful of magical energy left in her. For a servant, magical energy is like the body that allows them to exist. But she was losing all of her magical energy because her master was not supplying her with any. But that was only natural. She killed her own master just now. that is the sole cause for her exhaustion. She, the servant known as Castor, was trying to disappear in the mountains as compensation for obtaining freedom. A dry laugh. It is funny that her body is falling apart after she stabbed that vulgar master in the back. Moreover, it's also funny that she underestimated her connection with her master. She had done well. Her master was a legitimate master. He was in his 30s, had an average build, and didn't have many notable characteristics. He didn't have any intention to fight, but he dreamed only of winning. He was a man that only waited for the self-destruction of other masters in the shadows. The man didn't trust Castor. He disliked Castor as a skilled mage, and he insulted her for being inferior to other servants. She gave up on him after a few days. She acted as an obedient servant and continued to fulfill the master's self-esteem. As a result, she made him use up his command spells on simple, meaningless things. She told him he did not need his command spells. She made him believe that she would pledge her loyalty to her master even without the command spells. In conclusion, it was his fault for believing her. The master used his 3 command spells on meaningless things, and he was killed by Castor at that moment. It was easy. It was unpleasant for her contract with the man to still exist, so she finished him off with the contract breaker.
So in other words, I fucked him up.
But she had made a mistake. Servants exist using supply of magical energy from their master. But it isn't about obtaining magical energy. Servants are only allowed to exist in this age because they are connected to a human from this age. In other words, to lose one's master, their passport to this age, means being deported to the outside world. However, one would normally not be this exhausted. This is the curse that her master left.
Bitch, are you telling me that I was on a visa?
All servants are.
Fuck, man!
Her master did not approve of Castor, amazed I was more skilled than him. Therefore, he always kept her magical energy supply at a level below his own.
He was worried that the immigrant was gonna take his job. Sorry.
The amount of magical energy that a human possesses is not enough to keep her heroic spirit in this world. She would normally be able to last 2 days, even if she had lost her master. Really, she could last a while. Normally. But this time is different. Her magical energy was drastically decreasing with every second, and she starts to see the end. Probably a few more minutes. She will disappear if she doesn't find the next master to make a contract with. She's going to disappear before she could even fight, as a pitiful servant that got summoned just to be trampled on, unable to accomplish anything at all. It was vexing. It was vexing, but it was not a big deal. Because it was always like that. She was always treated unfairly. She was always someone else's tool, and she was never understood by anyone. Yes, her life was always controlled by someone else. Her mind was destroyed at a young age in order to save Jason, the hero chosen by the gods. For the sake of the hero, the goddess of beauty happened to favor. The goddess cursed her to blindly love a man she did not even know. With a blank mind, she betrayed her father and even her own country. She has no recollection of anything that happened afterwards. After everything was over, the girl, who was a princess, was in an unfamiliar country. The girl who betrayed her father, the king, for a man. The witch who cut apart her own brother and mercilessly threw the pieces into the sea.
I mean, I guess it's technically true that Aphrodite kind of did it, but not really. It was Hera that did it, but...
The man who wished for her that in order to become the king, cast her aside, saying that he could not marry a witch. She was taken to an unfamiliar country, while still being manipulated, was labeled a witch, and the only person she could rely on threw her away. That was her origin. She had nothing to be blamed for, and the people around her understood that. Despite that, the people still demanded that she continue to play the role of a witch. An evil to protect the king. An evil to be on the receiving end of the dark superstitions. They wanted a convenient scapegoat that they could blame for any disaster. The system hasn't changed. Humans desire an easily understandable evil that can reassure themselves of their own goodness.
What a nuanced take from this author that has made Shiro a really weird character.
In that regard, she was the perfect scapegoat. The father she could rely on in a distant country. There was not a single person who defended her, so the person could comfortably blame her for things. How they are poor, how they hate others, how people are ugly, even how people die. They decided that everything was the witch's fault. That's why she just accepted it. Since she could only live as a witch, she decided to live like a witch. She just swore that she would show them how ugly the thing they desired and celebrated was. If people do not know their ugliness, then so be it. They can stay ignorant, go to hell for their own crimes, and suffer forever. They will not be able to get out of hell. They can only suffer as criminals for the rest of their lives, since they do not know what crimes they have committed. That is, the meaning of existence she has imposed for herself. The role they gave to the girl who had been called a witch and had never had free will. But something like that, it's not something that someone wished for. That is the same for her. She just continues to seek revenge without any wishes of her own. Yes.
Actually, I don't remember why Hera liked Jason.
Until she met this stranger at this moment. A rustling sound. ... She glares ahead while struggling to remain conscious. It is midnight. What kind of human would come into this forest? Oh, it apparently tabbed out.
Wow.
All right, pending. I think it's pending.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah,
see.
it's pending.
who am I?
Her master, Kuzuki.
Or is it Gilgamesh?
Kuzuki.
No, it's teacher. It's
Teacher.
teacher.
Okay.
Remember, this is
man.
backstory.
I can never remember. Did I gave him the nasally voice?
You did.
What are you doing there?
It was a heavy voice. She
Oh,
didn't even
my
have
bad.
the composure to check who it was.
Why are you going there?
She just
No,
thought
that
it
makes
was
it
all
worse.
over. She had no power to use magecraft. Her purple robe might look like a coat, but she was covered in blood from the waist down.
So teacher is not the original master of Caster.
Yeah, she killed the
No.
original master because she didn't like him. And
Right.
he didn't like her.
Right.
A woman covered in blood is hiding in this rain. It was obvious what this human would do just from seeing that. They would run away first. What would they do after that? They would either report it or pretend they hadn't seen it. Either way, it did not matter to her, as she could not move as if she wanted to. That caused the last of her spirit to give out. Her final moments were lonely and cold, just like the end of her true lifetime. Or so she thought. When she regained her consciousness, she was at that place. Sitting in front of her was that human. That man she met in the woods.
So you've awakened. Can you tell me about your circumstances?
Those were his first words, when she watched the man with blank amazement.
Go home if I did a needless thing. If you wish to forget about this. Oh, if you wish me to forget about this, I shall do so.
The man tells her in a tone that doesn't change. That's how she met her master, Soichiro Kuzuki. Kuzuki was a strange man. Should he be called a ghost? He had no reason to live, but he had no reason to die. He was just there, and since he existed, he did what was given to him. He had no self. That was her first impression of him, so she thought it would be easy to turn him into a puppet. She gradually realized that was a mistake. Soichiro Kuzuki has no past. He has no self because he has no past. But that does not mean that Kuzuki himself is empty. In reality, Kuzuki was a sincere man.
Well, that's interesting.
He easily accepted her when he told him she wanted him to be her master, and when she revealed her identity. If she asked, "Do you believe such a story?" he replied, "Was that a lie?" Of course, if she replies to him that it's the truth, he would accept it. She was able to stay in this world by getting a new master, and was able to return to her role as a witch. Even now, she thinks that it was a miracle. she would have disappeared before she awakened, if it had not been taken to the Ryoto Temple. Ryoto Temple is a demonic place for servants, but it's the perfect place for summoning once inside. The bounded field that surrounds Ryoto Temple is useful for keeping any inhuman beings inside from disappearing. She was saved right before she was going to disappear, because she was brought to Ryoto Temple. If it had been a different place, she would have vanished before being taken there. As a result, she found the best ley line and impregnable defense. She had easily able to take over Ryoto Temple, figured out the mechanism of the Holy Grail, and summoned Assassin as the 5th servant. But such things are trivial matters. She was certainly lucky that night. Many miracles saved her, and now victory is within her sight. But none of it is worth her thanks. If there was nothing, she would have been just as content to give up. There was one thing that was really important. A very small matter that is not important for anyone else. The coincidence that she was able to meet Soichiro Kuzuki is a miracle beyond belief. ... But even that is not going well. No, she sighs that nothing she does goes well. Her master won't be happy even if she does such a thing like this. He has not any interest of the Holy Grail from the start. If he had a clear wish, then she would do her best to grant it. But Soichiro Kuzuki has none. A one-sided relationship. They do not get along well. Even the fact that their relationship is like that shows how things aren't going well. Wait.
Is that me?
That's him. What am I saying?
Shit.
Or no, is that... Yeah, it's Archer.
Yeah, it's Archer. Hey, Archer!
All right.
Oh.
So the mummy
That's
hunter
funny.
became a mummy, huh? Even the rare witch is pretty fragile.
She,
Ooh.
she turns to the
You
intruder.
okay?
It's not her master standing there. It's a knight in a red cloak, Archer, whose identity is still unknown.
Plompers, are you sure that wasn't you being disgusted?
No, I'm pretty sure that was both of us.
I see.
Like, I'm pretty sure. You can't convince me otherwise. Ooh.
Archer.
Archer?
Archer, I thought I ordered you to keep watch outside. And out of my face. Get out of here.
Yeah, about that. I didn't see any enemies around from what I saw. I got bored, so I came to see what's going on in here with my
No,
eyes.
get the fuck
See, I saw, I came. And, you know,
Leave.
now I'm here looking. So much
I'm gonna
vision.
look some more, you know?
out.
Yeah.
Huh?
All the
Enemy
vision related
Berserker.
words.
Even with him, we will go attack them ourselves once Saber has fully surrendered. There are no enemies to fear now that you have changed sides. Did you not come to my side knowing that?
Who knows? Don't you think I only wanted to break my contract with that master? Don't you think that I don't care who my master was, as long as it was someone other than that master?
Archer's frivolous talk has some truth in it. But what does that mean? Does that mean Archer has no intention of betraying, but betrayed his master only because he wanted to break his contract with Rin Tosaka?
I see. So you did not like protecting that brat? It's true that us servants are generally unsatisfied towards our masters. It is natural for you to run out of patience.
No. She was perfect as a summoner, but some miscalculations occurred. And Caster, let me warn you. Do not think that every servant is the same as you. At the very least, Saber and Berserker were satisfied with their masters. A righteous hero can only be summoned by righteous people.
Bitch, you call Berserker righteous? What that? Why tell me that now? A twisted master calls for twisted heroes. You do not need to tell me such a thing.
That is right.
I already know.
The quality of a servant changes depending on the summoner. Summoners with dark shadows in their mind cannot summon heroic spirits who are the side of light. In that regard, she and Ryder are not heroic spirits. A twisted summoner calls for a twisted heroic spirit. Just as Ryder was once a beautiful being, so too was Caster once a pure being. It's ironic that the heroic spirit Caster summoned was a fictional hero.
But
Nami.
it. Oh wait, is this you?
That's you. Not me.
Okay. But it is indeed strange once I think about it. You and Ryder are the kind of beings that oppose heroic spirits. Yet, you are still summoned as servants. Well, the Holy Grail does not differentiate between good and evil. I guess it summons any human spirit that has power, huh?
No. Originally, a mixed spirit that has a heroic spirit side was never chosen. The irregularity started with the Third War. Until then, heroic spirits like Ryder and I were never summoned.
Wow, she knows about that.
Yeah.
That does not concern her now. She's also not interested in the true nature of the Holy Grail. Her mission as a servant that goes by Caster is only to win this war. She's not interested in what comes after. No, to be honest, that's not the end she wishes for.
Enough of the meaningless talk, Archer. Get back to your position. I do not care what you are thinking. You're already my servant. Your life is in my hands. Keep that in mind when you talk to me.
Understood. Then I shall meet my master's expectations like an obedient servant.
The knight in red goes up the stairs with an unchanging tone of voice. ... She watches him in silence and takes a deep sigh. One more day until Saber surrenders. She has not been able to find the Holy Grail as of yet, but she will be one step closer to the end when Saber joins her ranks. What will happen once the war ends? Caster shall make every wish come true with that power. Continuing to live as a witch, just as she swore to when she was alive, wouldn't be so bad. But there'll be no reason once the war ends. Even if she still has the will, her owner will have no reason to be her master anymore.
I will obtain the Holy Grail soon.
Caster extends her pale hand to the empty space. Her long, hard work is about to be rewarded, but her expression is like that of a criminal who is about to be executed. New servant data added. Oh, now do we get the Medea on her servant profile?
Now that we
right?
got that, probably it had to.
Yep. There it
There we
is.
go.
There it is.
Only took us up a while. Jeez Louise.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I love a burning town. I saw many corpses. I died at that time and was reborn. I don't have repentance about the path I took. My eyes lost their hatred. My hands lost their anger. My feet lose their hope. And I lost myself there. I lost everything. It's not because I gave up that I accepted that nothing would be saved. I just found out that it's natural. It's just that dying people will die and survivors will survive. I laid down a mountain of rubble and gazed into the spreading ruins. I understood everything then. I thought I understood everything. But I still thought about it. If I can save everything here, how wonderful would that be? That is what I admired. I just thought that it would be nice if no one had to suffer. I tried to become a hero of justice for that sake. It was easy to understand. It seemed like an ideal way to live. That's why I aimed for it. I can see where I had to be, and there were many ways to get there. I just kept on running, wanting to get as close as possible, even though I didn't know what was right or wrong. Many paths I took were crooked, and my destination was only getting farther away. I'm taking the long way. I have been repeating this for 10 years since I got saved by Kiritsugi. But I won't regret it. I'm not skilled like Tosaka. I will take the wrong path and lose many things at times. But I can't disregard them as meaningless. I have to show meaning for why I survived for the sake of things I have trampled over and things that won't come back. I won't lose for that sake. It can't be helped if I lose against others, but I can win against myself. I can always resist against my mind that says to give up. That's all I swore upon. That's the only thing that I believed in and wanted to believe in. Yes. Even if I'm walking down the wrong path, I will not regret believing in it. He's determined, if anything, that Shiramiya.
Yes, indeed. ...
Exclamation point. I'm awakened by the light pouring in from outside. It's before 6 a.m. The sky outside the window is cloudy, as if sprinkled with ashes. I get ready to leave my room. My body's in good condition, and there's not much pain in the wound anymore. I shouldn't be a burden to Tosaka like this, even if we were to engage in battle. She has glasses on. She has glasses on, Jay. JayKing glasses.
JayKing what?
JayKing glasses.
Oh, I'm wearing glasses. Okay. You're here. Are you ready, Shiro? ...
I'm ready, but Tosaka has transformed.
What is this, the Clark Kent problem? What the fuck? I'm just wearing glasses. What? You look like a newbie soldier who stepped on a mine and can't move. Are you not ready yet?
What is, her analogies?
Look, at least that one makes more sense. Like, I can understand what face is supposed to be coming from that analogy.
No, that's not it. Don't you look different, Tosaka?
Huh? Oh, these? I put them on when I do detail work, so don't worry about it.
Well, I guess that's fine if she says so. I wonder what kind of
I don't have
magecraft.
vision problems.
I wonder what kind of magecraft this is that makes it look so wrong, get so right. This guy.
He really, that's why I was so surprised about the Medea line. Very subtle. I appreciated that. Wish Shiro had some of that intelligence. All right, we're heading to the forest in the outskirts. It's a huge sea of trees that is unkempt and far from the city. It has rejected human intervention for a long time, so the forest is big and wide. You know that every year a few people go in there without proper preparation and get lost, right? ...
I nod silently. Our destination is the Einbrand Villa that is said to be somewhere in that forest. That girl, our fate is decided the moment our negotiation with Iliasville breaks down and we end up fighting. We can't call for help, and it'll be difficult to run away. We can't escape from the forest alive if we don't defeat that giant, Berserker.
Wait, don't you want Berserker on your side? Anyway.
Well, if negotiations break down, is what he's saying.
I suppose. Then let's get going. I stayed up all night estimating where it might be, so we should be able to find it in half a day if all goes well. We'll take a taxi to the highway, so get some money ready.
She picks up a Boston bag full of things and starts walking. I go after her with my bamboo sword bag in one hand.
What's a
But-
Boston bag?
Tosaka, money for the taxi's
Oh.
fine, but does that mean we'll be walking on the way back home? We ride the taxi for
have a line.
We ride the taxi for an hour from town. We ride on the endless highway, passing several mountains, and reach the entrance of the forest. It's so far away. God damn, dude.
What a weird way to call a duffel bag.
Of course, there's no paved roads in the forest. We walk about 1 kilometer from the highway and finally reach the entrance of the forest. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I can't help but get nervous once I actually face it. The forest is dark, even though it's daytime. The tall branches that cover the sky shut out the sunlight, and it's hard to see more than 10 meters ahead, let alone the end of the forest.
Hey, Shiro, sorry, but can you walk ahead a bit?
That's fine, but you're the one who knows where the grill is, right? I don't think anything good will come from having me go ahead.
Did you just call him Did you just call Illersville a grill?
A grill?
Where the grill is?
Well, not on purpose.
It's just a thing that happened, I guess.
I guess.
Look, Jade. Words happen sometimes.
They do. I mean, I mess up all the time, but I just thought that I should point that out.
I
You
can
said
blame
grill.
Zay into the forest. Then,
Yeah. No, I feel like that's something to draw attention to.
wow, Pending, you don't want to go grilling? You could make burgers.
I do like burgers.
I just don't think that's. I don't think they're trying to find a grill. I think they're trying to find a girl.
I don't know. Do you think the Holy Grail is more of a grill or more of a girl?
I think definitely a grill, but
I
still,
think so, too.
they don't know that Elisabeth's the Holy Grail.
What the? I just felt a shock. I put my foot back reflectively.
Oh no!
I only felt numb for an instant. The numbness itself is subtle, and it hurts way more than to stub your toe than the dresser. Well, it's basically like a static shock.
Static shock. I knew it. I'm sure it's only for identification, but it seems like she has the whole forest under her surveillance.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that bad? That means we set off the burglar alarm, right? Then...
I don't think that's a problem. We didn't come here to surprise attack. We came here to talk, so it would be in our favor to let them know that we're coming. I will get around the. I will
Oh,
get
be
away from
careful.
the
You'll feel a bit of a
okay.
shock.
I know. I saw it happening to you, so I know.
Tosaka waves her hand and steps into the forest. At that moment...
Is that me screaming?
Yes.
Wah!
Tosaka lets out a funny scream and jumps back. Oh, wow. I hear crackling electricity. I want to believe that it's my
I want there
imagination.
to be a spray for this, but I don't think there's gonna be one.
I want to
It's
believe
gonna be
this-
so sad. The one thing I'd want to spray for is to see Rin Tosaka get electrocuted. They won't give it to me.
And the leaves pile up under Tosaka's feet are scorched.
Well, I guess that's something me and Rin have in common, though.
It looks like the alarm reacts differently depending on the person who steps in. It's like a greeting to me. I calmly explain the situation. But it doesn't seem like Tosaka is listening to me.
Man, I don't get it. That kid has some nerve. I heard you laugh just now.
Tosaka yells
Stop
at the empty.
laughing. I heard you even in the beyond the fourth wall.
She yells at the empty space where there isn't anyone. I don't know where that line went, as if her threatening attitude seems like she might go into a fight instead of talk. Well, anyways, it seems like talking bad about Tosaka is a fatal no matter how far away you are from her, so I should be careful.
Ah.
We walk through the forest. We're the only living humans among these infinite trees. I don't hear any breathing of any peace, and the plants in the winter area are lifeless as corpses. The endless sea of trees that seem to go on forever make me constantly feel apprehension. It's already been 3 hours since we entered the forest. It's way past noon, and just as I have become unable to tell whether there have been any changes in the landscape.
Found it. Jeez, I'm fed up even though I knew about it. You really built something like that in a place like this?
I follow Tosaka's line of sight. There's only darkness ahead. Between the trees,
Hello, darkness.
there is some
my old
incredibly
friend.
out-of-place thing that can be seen through cracks so small they could be easily be missed by anybody who doesn't pay close attention. What is that? A wall?
It's a wall. Jeez, what's up with that? They brought the whole thing from their country.
Tosaka curses and heads into a straight object we see in the distance. I follow after her, still bewildered, unable to grasp what it is.
It's a castle.
We get out of the forest. The forest that seemed to be endless abruptly ends. No, it seemed like traces of the forest vanish as they carved out just this part with a big spoon. The gray sky curving above us is so high that I can't see everything. A huge dome-like space. This is more like an underground kingdom instead of an open space. That was
Look at
eerily
that
Phil's
manor
drawing.
castle thing.
The old castle built in the middle of the forest.
That
It's-
looks familiar though.
Its solitary
Which
castle.
castle is it?
It's a solitary castle in the forest that has no visitors. It's too big for that girl to live in, and it's too lonely to live in alone. ... Anyway, it does no good to falter here. According to Tosaka, Illersville knows that we came here. Then we should go confidently from the front entrance to show that we don't have any enemy. All right, let's go, Tosaka. Tosaka? Tosaka looks up at the castle with an alarming expression. Her side profile looks as tense as it does when she's confronting the
Chateau
enemy.
de Brisac. Man, you walked all the way to France.
Yeah, dude. It makes sense why it's so tiring to get here.
That is rough.
Tosaka is... There's something bothering you?
It's
I
specifically
know
the east
that
entrance
it's like
side
the
of the building.
perspective.
Yeah.
I know it's the perspective, but Rin looks like a giant in this shot.
It really does. Yeah, there's someone else other than us. Shit, there's an entire castle here.
Of course there is. This is where that Ilya girl and Berserker live.
That's not it. There's someone else besides them. Shiro, we're going to enter from over here.
Huh? Oh, wait. Without a chance to stop her, Tosaka starts running to the big tree by the wall. No, that's not all. Tosaka grabs onto a branch and skillfully climbs up. I look up at the astonishment. Tosaka looks around the castle and jumps and kicks the castle at the castle's second floor. Give me this water. A shattering sound. A window breaks and the red figure disappears into the castle.
Like, they changed the bottom part and, like, edited a little bit, but it's the same place.
I had a wall behind it.
They made it a wall instead of a bush. Come on, hurry! There's something seriously wrong with this castle.
Jeez. Aren't we here to talk?
I kept where the staircase is, though.
But what's done is done. I also climb the tree and jump into the second floor of the castle like Tosaka. I go out to the hallway from the room we invaded. Before I can even marvel how magnificent this place is, the abnormality Tosaka mentioned earlier grabs my attention. The sounds echoing is definitely the sound of battle. The sound of swords clashing. But is a storm-like sword fight like that even possible? Even the most intense sword fights that I've witnessed so far, the ones between Saber and Berserker, didn't make these kind of sounds. Oh, then I suddenly realize this doesn't sound like your average sword fight. This is one against many. There's literally a war going on somewhere in this castle. There's no doubt that one of them is Berserker. This castle is Iliasville's castle. A battle were to occur, it would only be Berserker is attacking the intruder. I start running. The sounds are echoing from below. Judging from where the sounds are coming from relative to our entry point, the battle is in the center of the castle, in the reception hall. I run through the unfamiliar castle. This isn't the time to be exchanging opinions.
The interior is nothing like the actual game, or the actual place, so I'm glad that they made a new interior.
I don't know what's happening, but I feel like it will lead to permanent consequences. I run down the stairs. The fierce sword fight is happening close by. Alright. This place connects to the hall's atrium, says Tosaka and not me. Tosaka checks the end of the passage. The hallway splits at the T-junction.
That makes sense, because I don't think he would know what an atrium is.
The hallway splits at the T-junction, and both seem
Mr.
to...
I can't believe Rin Tosaka doesn't know how to make miso soup, would definitely not know what an atrium is.
Not everyone knows how to make miso soup.
It's not that hard to make miso soup.
And both
I get
seem
why
to
he's
leave the
mad,
Terrence
but at the same time...
either side of the hall. She's good
There's also
at...
no correct way to make miso soup either.
Oh, is she good at Chinese food?
There's no. Her main thing is Western food. A little bit. But there's a little bit of Chinese food too. It's both. Let's split up here. I'll go from this side as you go. So you go from that side.
It's better to split up than stay together in one place. With the way we are now, we don't have any way to escape if we are found. We don't stand a chance either way, so we'll split up. If we split up, even if one of us is found, there's hope the other one can manage to escape somehow. Tosaka goes down the hallway facing east. I nod and go down the other hallway. The other hallway on the other side of the facing west.
Shiro.
She suddenly stops me.
You know, right. Whatever happens, don't do anything. You don't have the option to fight right now. Run away as soon as you can. As soon as you think it's dangerous, okay? Run away even if one of us gets caught. Saving others comes after you save yourself.
Oh, we don't do that, Rin. That's not how we live our lives.
Definitely not.
Her voice is suppressing her emotions. That sounded more like a plea than a warning. Oh man, Pending. It's destroyed. But this one
Man.
this picture is untouched, as is this bust over there. And that one.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I go around and come out to the turrets of the lobby.
Why did the link not work? That's crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I see
chat.
Tosaka emerge from the opposite side of the turrets far away. She immediately takes cover and peeks out for what's going on while hiding.
No, it really just doesn't work.
The instant we look down the hall, we both suppress our voices. Shinji, why is he here? Shinji
Great question.
stands atop the rubble in the corner of the lobby, observing the spectacle with joy. No, that's not it. That's not what's surprising thing. Right now, the truth is that I have to accept right now is the battle that Shinji is observing. Do your line,
For
Pending.
those who don't want to click broken links.
The black giant lets out a roar. The swinging axe sword stirs up a cloud of dust and crushes the rebels into powder. Berserker is no different than before. No, his blood-curdling roar doesn't compare to what it sounded like before. Behind the giant is a pale white girl, Berserker's master, Iliasville. That girl that was always smiling innocently and unfit to kill, for a kill fest. That girl is now shivering, staring at her own servant, about to cry out. Her pale face is desperately trying to deny the despair in front of her. Someone help me. That's what the trembling lips of our snow-white girl seem to say. No. A whirlwind blows violently. Berserker's axe sword is repelled each time. In the center of the hall, by the noble phantasm of one servant reigning the throne of rubble, the countless number of swords dance.
Oh! I wasn't excited. I thought it would be Archer. This is different.
Wait, what? Well, I mean, this is Archer.
Well, that's not the Archer I was thinking of, please.
Each one of the weapons appearing behind the man is undeniably a fatal weapon.
Look at him wearing his casual clothes.
They pierce
I'm
through
surprised you haven't made it on board at this point.
like a hot water. The bottomless noble phantasm destroys Berserker's body, as if repelling his axe sword wasn't already enough. His limbs fly off. The sword cuts through his body, penetrates his head, and pierces his heart. But he still doesn't die. The giant revives after each instantaneous death that he suffers, and resolutely advances towards his enemy. 8 times already. Berserker moves forward while being killed mercilessly that many times. The enemy welcomes him with a smile. The repeated tragedy.
Kya.
Berserker is killed many times, unable to get close to his enemy. No way. It's not because Berserker is being defeated without being able to do anything. That man, that servant is beyond belief. All the noble phantasms that are repeated infinitely are real. I can tell since I have projected Archer's swords. Those are the original versions of every noble phantasm. The ones from before they became legends. Who could he be? Being a heroic spirit who's able to retain so many weapons. No, first of all, there should be 7 servants. Then he's an 8th one. Is he the one who shouldn't exist? ... I can't breathe. Berserker is nothing less than astounding. A body made out of steel that superhuman strength. On top of that, he can regenerate on the spot even if he dies. He's not an opponent that can be matched. The 8th servant doesn't retreat from such a monstrous opponent, and overwhelms Berserker with repeated magic swords and holy swords. ... When I look up, Tosaka's face on the other side is also pale. It's only natural. The space below us is the land of death. We'll die instantly if we enter it. No more than that. He is a demon. A different atrocity than Berserker. This man lacks order and wishes for battle only for the objective of killing. But even with such an unusual enemy in front of him, the Black Giant is still the strongest. His steps don't cease, even with his whole body pierced and cut up. He receives the Rain of Noble Phantasms, regenerates each time, and surely closes on his enemy. It is an advance devoid of tactics. He's not thinking of any way of countering his enemy's attacks. He moves forward as long as he is alive. It is a savage battle about just killing the enemy. He will not reach the enemy. Berserker's brute courage will prove futile, and his life will end just as a mere target. The enemy understands that. That's why he stopped on purpose, and it's just provoking the giant that foolishly moves forward. There is no chance of victory for the Black Giant with this method. It's something
That's
that the man.
way to clear my throat.
It's something that the man confronting him and I look as an outsider can tell. And most likely, even Berserker himself, who's being used as target practice, must have realized the same thing a while back. Yet the giant keeps stupidly moving forward. He knows no retreat and doesn't try to avoid the attacks. That man welcomes the figure with a smile.
Yeah.
I know you have to swap your Berserker voice to a Gilgamesh voice, but I know you can do this, Pending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these sound so similar. Okay. This is a tough one because I try to go deep, but I'm not very good at going deep. All you can do is attack. Guess it shouldn't surprise me since you're Berserker. Still, I had hopes for you as a fellow demigod, but I didn't expect you to be such a fool.
The Noble Phantasms appear. Roaring with laughter, the man commands Noble Phantasms behind him.
Then I shall finish you off. It would be unpleasant for you to come any closer.
At his signal, the numerous Noble Phantasms attack the giant. The giant repels a majority of them, and at the same time, a majority of them take his life. The Black Giant shakes. The body of rock starts to fall. But the giant holds out and shakes off the Noble Phantasms, clinging all over his body.
What?
The astonishment comes from that man. The Black Giant gets rid of the storm of Noble Phantasms and closes in on his enemy. His body is already a corpse. The Black Giant advances with what should be hopelessly fatal wounds. ... That is the result of the strong will. It's not the madness due to being a berserker. The giant is facing this hopeless battle with a strong will.
That stupid target that's only got its size going for it is still intact.
The magic bullets are fired mercilessly. He's a really good counter for Berserker, since you can't kill Berserker with the same thing twice, right? Good thing he just has...
unlimited swords and
He has
spears.
unlimited blade works.
And the great thing is that Berserker is, by all means, the best at combat, and right now they are in combat.
Yeah.
Repelling them with his axe sword, the giant closes in on the man with his body slashed and legs pierced. ... He most likely won't reach the man. Yet for him to still challenge himself while understanding that, he must have something that he cannot give up. It's that battle continuation. What is he moving forward for? The servant fights for his master to protect her life. That is why the giant did not retreat. He could only move forward as a shield to protect his master behind him, the frightened girl from the reign of Noble Phantasms. The giant resumes his foolish advancement. It's because he knew that he could only defeat the enemy while protecting Irisville by taking all the attacks himself. And if he's able to reach his enemy, then that's when he will win. He wins. It's that kind of battle from the start. The man has to kill the black giant before he reaches him. And the giant has to approach the man before his life ends. This is the battle where whoever accomplishes their goal first survives. So, like, you know, as long as Berserker makes it to Gilgamesh, he wins. But,
Yeah.
you know, machine gun swords.
Yeah.
The giant is aware of that, even if that is a battle that he had no chance of winning from the start. He let out a roar. Coming out from the 10th death, the black giant runs. He charges towards the man, stirring up rubble like a bull challenging a matador.
You servant.
Numerous arrows are released. Did he get used to it from the repeated deaths, or was it his final charge? The giant repels all the arrows and closes on the owner of the noble phantasms. The axe sword is swung. The strong sword that had not been swung at the man at all zips through the air with a flash.
Chain of heavens.
The black bull is captured by numerous chains that appear. What kind of noble phantasm is this? The chains that suddenly appeared in midair lock Berserker as if binding space itself. The chains tighten Berserker's arms and twist them in every direction. As the chains wrap around his whole body, they continuously get tighter and even try to squeeze his rock-like neck off with tension.
Jeez, you still won't die? These chains once bound the bull of heaven, but even they do not seem to be enough to finish you off.
The man's voice. The hall is filled with the creaking sound of chains. It must be Berserker's strength. The giant tries to cut off the chains that control space itself. Even if it initially sounds impossible, there's no doubt the giant can accomplish it. And of course, that man understood that as well. Plompers!
Ah, shit. Here we go again. No, come back! Berserker!
The girl screams. Iliasfell uses a command spell to command Berserker to retreat by force. But the giant is still captured by the chains and unable to move an inch.
Fuck, man! I need to come back inside me, so why?
It's useless, you puppets. Not even the gods can escape these chains. No, the higher the divinity, the more they become prey. This was originally made just to discipline the gods. I will not allow teleportation through a command spell.
Oh, is it supposed to be what's his face's chains?
Yeah, it is supposed to be what's his
Like
face's
From
chains.
Zeus? Yeah,
Oh, it's
from
supposed to be-
Zeus's chains. Alright.
Hacks! I call hacks!
And then,
Can I get a yellow card?
the man points to the giant as it signaled the end.
Fuck, man!
And a Scottish girl's voice.
Oh.
It's over. This time, it really ends. Bounded,
Okay, new transition.
bounded by chains and therefore unable to defend himself, he gets annihilated by noble phantasms 22 times. The black giant goes silent as he is forced to assume the shape of what can only be described as a strange statue. There's no need to even check whether he's breathing or not. Even if he's a great hero that overcame 10 deaths, he should not be able to get back up after experiencing over 20 deaths. Yes. Even if he's alive, the giant should not have enough strength to even breathe. And the battle ends. It was known from the start who was going to win. Berserker could not win against that servant. No servant can be a match for that man as long as they're heroic spirit. Heroic spirits each have their own weaknesses, which have been preserved from their time as living beings. By extension, each servant's origin story is their weakest point. Then, what would be the result of having a heroic spirit face off against someone who possesses all the noble phantasms? including the ones that ended their life as a
Guys?
human. Yes.
What?
Did they win?
I don't want to assume too much. However, it is worth noting that in the top of the 8th inning, the Jays are up 6-1.
Yes!
The might the there is a chance that
There's
this
still a
game could go the way.
chance.
Yeah. The series may yet be tied at 2-2.
And have you ever thought that Jay is actually the Jays?
Huh? Jay is actually the Jays?
Yeah.
Are you the Blue Jays, Jay?
No. I am wearing blue today, but I am not a Blue Jay.
What's she saying?
But you are wearing blue and you are Jay.
But I'm not a bird.
Oh.
I'm not a very mean bird.
I mean, to be fair,
I eat the babies of other birds.
On that note, after stream, would you guys happen to be free?
Yes.
Have I shown you guys Futa and
I don't remember.
news trials?
I don't
Sure,
remember if you
no.
showed us Fudas, but
Can I show you both of those?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll need a both of those
Yee.
afterwards.
Yay! Okay, that.
that is the
Excellent.
result. Even if he may have been stronger as a hero, he cannot win against that man as long as he's a heroic spirit.
I think this is Ilya.
Yeah.
No, Berserker! Fuck, man!
The ghostly white girl runs to the black giant that's become a corpse, and the man mercilessly slashes the girl with a sword in his hand.
What?
And
Oh,
that's
fuck
it.
you too!
She screams. The man takes away.
That specifically.
Fuck you in particular!
The man
Yeah.
takes away the girl's vision with a single horizontal strike.
Fuck, man!
For the next attack, he aims to stab her heart, but that misses. No, he missed on purpose. The girl is pierced in the lung and she's coughs up blood. The chains are broken. The black giant breaks the chains and launches an attack on the man. The man
Oh,
stabs.
Kitty's alive still!
The man stabs a slow-witted target.
Meanwhile, Gilgamesh is like, I stabbed her lung. How is she still swearing?
The spear pierces his heart.
Fuck you, man!
He finished off the giant with a spear similar to Lancer's noble phantasm, Gay Bolg. Then it ends. The black giant dies for sure this time.
So wait, what?
The sword is pulled out from the collapsed girl,
I guess we're gonna have to ask Archer for help, the Golden Archer for help to defeat Archer.
leaving
Wait, what
traces,
about Ilya? Is Ilya dead?
leaving traces
Yeah,
of red
did you
behind.
see? She screamed and got stabbed to death.
The
Yeah.
girl crawls to the giant that's no longer moving.
Okay, Ilya's still alive.
Watching in delight, the man walks forward. He threw away his sword. He will use his bare hands to finish off the
What?
dying girl.
Yeah, he's gonna kill her, man.
Dude!
I'll die. I'll probably die. I'll die for sure this time. That servant has no logic. He will kill anyone in his way. If I don't get away from here before he finds me, I'll surely be killed. So I...
Oh
Kind
man.
of make it you'll die if you go and help the girl,
What are
but
you
you
gonna
kind
do,
of need the
Pending?
girl's help.
Well, we're obviously, I'm gonna try stop the man. Worst case scenario, I die, but I'm not gonna not do the stop the man option.
Stop the man.
Yeah.
My frozen body burst out. My feet lift me up, and my arms grab the railing at the same time. I see Tosaka's face as I do so. She's biting her lip in frustration, glaring at the tragedy happening below us. I know. It's obvious Tosaka wants to stop him as well, but we'll be the ones killed if we do so. There's no way we can stop him. That goes the same for me. I know that it's stupid of me to die trying to save a dying girl. I don't care about that. I can't leave that girl be. That's what overtakes my mind. I jump over the railing.
I
Tosaka-
shatter my knees.
Tosaka and Shinji both looking surprised at the intruder, but that man doesn't even see me jumping down. That man reaches out to the girl in white. Stop, you bastard! I yell at the top of my lungs. I stop him with all my might.
Oh.
The man stuffs his arm and tries to extend He tries to extend slowly. He turns toward me by the wall, like a grim reaper who's found his new prey.
New prey, who dis?
Interlude!
Interlude.
Interlude!
Interlude! We're gonna find out where Shinji and Priest are?
Going back over a month, he was summoned in this world before anyone else. He was not
What?
summoned to this country.
Oh, it's
A faraway
Archer.
foreign country. The ground
Golden
is...
Archer.
Ooh, you're wrong. The ground is constantly covered in
wrong?
white.
Yeah, no, Archer's been here for like 10 years now.
The sky is always gray, and the castle built hidden in the mountains. It's always winter in that land. Coldness,
This could be Lancer.
coldness and stagnation, barrenness for longing. They're like living corpses, cutting off their connection with the present world, and are waiting for a reproduction of a miracle. The winter coldness takes away their human warmth, and the stagnant world won't allow them a new lifestyle. His family seekers of the Holy Grail. Spring won't come for the Ironsburn family until the day their dearest wish is fulfilled. It's already been
Oh,
10
maybe it's about Berserker.
It's 10 centuries since they started the search for the Holy Grail. After using every possible method to get close to the Holy Grail, they were eventually able to cast the Holy Grail out of iron. However,
Hey, can you guys confirm something to me?
yeah,
Just to make crazy sure. Raw onion is fine to eat, right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't
Yeah,
it be
okay.
not fine to eat?
I don't know.
it's poisonous, Pending.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't like anything that's a salad.
No, someone suggested to me that they weren't sure if raw onion was fine to eat, and that made
It's fine for you to eat, but if you have a dog or cat, they can't eat it.
Okay, cool.
So that might be where the misconception is coming from.
Right.
However, all they could make was the vessel. Plompers, are raw onions okay for slimes to eat?
They're okay for me to. Bro, I can eat anything.
Oh, just gotta make sure. I don't know if there's something out there that makes slime tummies go all burr, 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 burr.
We want to test it out?
Alright, I'll get a raw onion.
Alright, I was gonna say humans have our own degree of like poison resistance. Like that's the only reason why we can eat spicy food.
And onions. Because
Yeah.
it's got sulfur in it, technically.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I could
Like,
definitely.
Like citrus is a poison to a lot of
Sea
animals.
pending?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
I
poison.
could definitely take the.
Peppermint,
I
too.
could taste the acid
Oh, yeah.
in the onion.
Like
Oh.
Yeah.
peppermint, citrus, like
So generally for salads, I would, if you're going for a raw onion, I'd either go for a red onion and maybe cut it more finely. Or if you're gonna eat a yellow onion, it'd probably have to be a Vidalia onion or a pearl onion kind of thing.
It was a red onion, but I think where I went wrong is I did not cut it nearly like
No,
into small enough
I noticed
chunks.
the chunks. I was about to say next
Yeah.
time you should make sure that the layers aren't stuck together
So
when you're
what
cutting it up small.
upon reflection, what I did wrong was like I cut it like lengthwise, and then I cut it like the other way lengthwise. I
Uh-huh.
forgot to cut it vertically as well because
That would do it.
yeah, the vertical cut was what was going to make it into like little thin things, and I forgot that
Mhm.
step.
However, all they could make was the vessel. No mystic dwelled within it, and they kept casting vessels that would never be filled. But for a foreseeable end comes to those days, they performed a ritual to fill the vessel with the help of outsiders. The result was both a success and a failure. The Holy Grail was made. Through this, the Holy Grail would be filled. But it made many enemies at the same time. Even as the supposed owners of the Holy Grail, they were reduced to mere providers of a service, no better than any other mage. Their tenacity is abnormal. No, ever since they almost obtained the Holy Grail 1,000 years ago, they had lost their minds. They broke the rules and constantly pulled the strongest cards. The first time, they did not have any leeway to do so. The second time, they finally found a loophole in the rules. The third time, they summoned what they shouldn't have. And then the fourth time, they were sure of their victory after gaining the strongest card and its manipulator. The results were a crushing defeat like never before. What a way to say that.
Wow.
Out of all the servants and masters, they chose ones who betrayed them. The man destroyed the Holy Grail, leaving his daughter behind in the Winter Castle. They were furious at the man's betrayal and lamented their mistakes. Wild, right? Right, Jay? Wild.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually realizing who this is talking about, and that's wild that they're talking about it that way.
They could not trust outsiders after all. Only one of their bloodline, their family creation, who had inherited magic circuits perfected over generations, could obtain the Holy Grail. They had a backup plan to start with. Then the 5th time, they made certain they prepared the strongest master and servant. That was him.
Oh, what? Wait. They're
Yeah?
not talking about Shinji, are they?
No.
No.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. They're
Thank
not
you.
talking about Shinji.
I'm like, Shinji, where did that even come from?
Because I'm trying to think of who this could possibly be.
This is about Ilya.
It's about
Obviously-
Ilya. So it's about
Wait.
Ilya's parents, I think, if I'm correct.
Oh,
right?
okay. I got thrown
Yeah.
off by the pronoun.
By the pronoun. That was him.
Yeah.
2 months before the Holy Grail started.
Yeah.
That means you didn't get this part? That's wild.
Hang on. Let me reread this.
He was so distracted by the Blue Jays, you know?
Yeah. Well, the Blue Jays and then a friend not being sure if raw onions were safe to eat, and then I'm like, I thought they were safe to eat. I looked it up beforehand, but now I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, it's just,
Okay.
they got sulfites in it, so if you can't digest those, which some people can't, then you can't eat it, but most people can eat sulfites.
I feel like I could digest it. Like, at any rate, I would know
Most
at
people
this
can.
point.
You would
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It would have
Because it
probably
would
been
mean you
apparent
wouldn't
by
be
now.
able to eat eggs and a couple other things, too, because that all has a different type
Oh,
of
I
sulfite.
like eggs.
Yeah.
The second time they finally found a loophole in the rules. The third time they summoned what they shouldn't have. Okay, so that was the Holy Grail War when
When
the
the girl got
yeah.
tainted, yeah.
in the 4th time they were sure of their victory after gaining the strongest card and its manipulator. The results were a crushing defeat like never before. They were probably the ones that got Gilgamesh that time, because the 4th one was the previous
You should keep
Grail
reading
War.
No,
Of
keep
all-
reading it.
Of all the servants and masters, they chose ones who betrayed them. The man destroyed. Oh,
You're remembering what Saber said, right?
wait. So wait. So when Ilya like calls Shiro brother, to some extent, I guess that's true. I don't think they're biologically related, but like, but like, what was his name? K-Jog?
Yeah, K-Dog, yeah. What about K-Dog?
K-Dog is the father of Ilya, and then K-Dog adopted Shiro Ebiya. So I guess, and if Ilya was aware of that, which I don't know if she was or not, but if Ilya was aware of that, then
she's been calling him brother since the first
Ilya-
storyline.
so
Ilya,
fair.
Ilya knows that. I don't know if she knows he's adopted. Ilya just knows that he has. That Kiritsugu's his dad.
Yeah, if nothing else, she's aware that there is some connection between them through K-Dog, as was his preferred way of being called.
Yeah, by all his friends.
Of all the servants and masters, they chose ones who betrayed them. That's interesting, though, because Saber didn't really betray them.
Well, they don't know that, right?
I guess they don't, because all they know that the Holy Grail got destroyed. They don't know that K-Dog ordered Saber to do that.
Yeah.
They were furious at the man's betrayal and lamented their mistake. They could not trust outsiders after all. Only one of their bloodline, their family's creation, who had inherited magic circuits perfected over generations, could obtain the Holy Grail. That would be Ilya. They had a backup plan to start with. Then the 5th time, they made certain to prepare the strongest master and servant. That was him. I assume him being Berserker.
2 months before the Holy Grail started, every rule was broken for him, Berserker, to be summoned beforehand.
Right. So Berserker's been hanging out for 2 months now.
The days that followed were only to hurt the human that would become master. The command spell engraved all over the girl's body was only to control Berserker. It did no good as a magic circuit and drained her life away. Even just a slight move by Berserker would make the girl scream. It's no wonder. It was 2 months until the Holy Grail would appear. The only thing keeping the great hero in this world was her magical energy and the command spell. Berserker was not created from the magical energy of the Holy Grail. No matter how special she is, keeping Berserker using only her magical energy is like taking her own life away. Knowing that, they still did not allow her to rest. They abandoned them in the winter forest, filled with packs of hungry beasts. They gave them over to the corpses possessed by evil spirits. They were even thrown into the wasteland where they disposed of their failed experiments. The only way for the girl to survive was to rely on the giant, and the only thing she had been given. It was beyond training, and it was a fight for survival. Yet the girl survived. She had the giant attack the oncoming enemies. Every time she would let out screams of anguish, but had him ceaselessly eliminate everything that attacked. He himself does not know when that process became a special one to him. Despite the girl's young appearance, she hated whining. Everything that came out of her mouth was an insult. Damn, it's true.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That very much tracks with how we've done this.
Yeah, no, that is exactly how we were portraying Ilya.
She must have instinctively known that she was going to lament. She would become stronger if she hated the cause. The girl despised Berserker for being ugly and cursed his existence. It was natural. The girl would not have to suffer if he had not existed. She would not have been thrown into such a hell if he had not been chosen. If she had not been chosen as the master. The girl detested the giant for everything and used him as an outlet for her anger. The girl got used to controlling Berserker, and by the time the Holy Grail showed signs of appearance, the pain that attacked her disappeared. The girl took away reasoning from the giant, as if in revenge, treating him as a mute, mad warrior. But he already knew that the girl's utmost resistance. By doing so, the girl hid her own weakness, that she could live by herself, that she held her head high since she didn't need any allies that she could trust, or friends that she loved. That was her way of disguising that she had nothing to call her own.
Is it Ilya?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Ilya.
Hi. You're strong, Berserker.
In the winter forest, the girl hesitantly touched his arm, stained red from the enemy's blood.
I feel like, wasn't this a shot from like the opening cutscene?
From
The opening, I think. I might be wrong.
surrounded by packs of beasts, the girl braced for death, even as he desperately denied it. At that time, he was not able to move without an order from his master, so he was the first to become the beast's prey. The pack of beasts pierced his arteries, tendons, and eyeballs with their fangs. The girl screamed, seeing that. He couldn't remember what she said since he had his reasoning taken away. But the girl screamed, not for her sake, but for his. Even though he destroyed her arm every time he swung his own. She endured it so that he would not die. That's why both of them were covered in blood. The giant was covered in the slaughtered beast blood, and the girl was covered in her own blood. He remembered that winter forest, the weight of the girl that leaned on him, carrying tears of pain, and he realized that the small, cold castle, the black giant, was the only one that the girl talked to.
No. Berserker!
She comes into view. It was the same as that time. The girl is running to him crying, which had not seen since she had become a master, and the man slashes her. With a horizontal flash, the blind enemy takes away the girl's vision. Her face is covered in red. The blind girl runs in spite of that, tripping over rubble. The slender body falls. There! The enemy's sword is swung. The sword misses her heart. Her lung must have been pierced, as the girl is coughing up blood, still on the ground. It's not an instant death, but it is fatal. The girl is left with nothing as her vision is taken away, and her lungs are broken, and even her servant lost. If she could die peacefully, it might at least be a salvation if she could just go to sleep right there. However...
Huh? It hurts. It hurts, Berserker.
The girl's moving forward, leaving a trail of blood behind. She crawls towards the black giant, fumbling and crying in anguish. How much power was left in him? He breaks the chains with all his might and grabs at the man. The magical spear is thrust. The spear pierces the giant's heart. And it ends. The man pulls out the spear as if nothing had happened, and the remaining power in the giant completely disappears. His body disappears. The power that was giving him form had completely disappeared. Then, all that's left for him is for him to disappear. The servant lost all his magical energy and has no power to stay in this world any longer. He falls to the ground, but in his final moments, he sees the girl fumbling around for him in his peripheral. ... Strength returns to his collapsing legs. The law of magecraft that built him. The regulation of the world that hates inconsistencies. And the body of rock that crumbles away as sand.
You're strong, Berserker.
He pushes away every power that tries to eliminate him with just his will. I can't disappear yet. He's probably the only one she could rely on, in order to support the lonely girl who insulted him, but still believed in him as her only reliance.
Where am I? I don't know. It's so dark, I can't tell where I'm going, Berserker.
With her vision taken away, the girl is crawling with her arms stretched out. She must want to feel him, as she cannot see him now. Her hands covered in blood grope at the empty space, trying to verify his existence. There's no power left in him. There's nothing he can do. Berserker will fall here and die here. His body has died, and he has no strength to support his falling body. It is why I feel safe. No matter who it is, I won't lose against them as long as I have you, Berserker. But not this time. His mind is dead. Supporting his body with a mind and will that should no longer exist, he leaves this world. His body has not fallen, still invincible. As if to say that his body cannot give up until the end for the sake of the girl that relies on him.
Man, what a depressing story for Hercules.
And the girl reaches him. The hand that was only grasping at air finally touches something.
Oh,
Coughing up blood, the girl clings onto the hard body. She cannot see anymore, but she can still feel him. Berserker hasn't lost. She cannot see for herself. Berserker is strong as always.
yeah. I'm glad. Stay here, okay, Berserker?
Strength fades from her body. Everything hurts and she's scared. But it's alright as long as he's here. He always protected her. He was scary, but he was really nice. His big body is like a father's, so she really wanted him to pick her up at least once.
It's dark. But I'm not scared. You're strong, Berserker. I can be relieved if you stay like this.
She rests her body on him. She feels like a hard and big hand placed on her head. It's probably true. He should be patting her head if she opens her eyes.
Yeah. It's a bit cold.
Her body is cold. Recalling the forest from that time, the girl laughs. It was a long time ago already. Recalling the giant that protected her even while getting injured, she happily falls and loses consciousness.
I'm amazed that she's the only person that lives in that mansion.
Technically, there are
The maids.
they're the two maids, but I don't think the maids are doing so well right now.
They probably dead.
Yeah. The man reaches out to the girl in white who peacefully fell asleep. Stop, you bastard! I yell at the top of my lungs. I don't consider my own danger or what could happen to me.
Oh.
The man stops his arm that he tried to extend. Behind him is Shinji, surprised at my intrusion. He smiles ominously. What? My shaky throat speaks before I can think. However, There's no way that man will stop. I couldn't even tell him to stop. The man pulled something out of the girl's body with his bare hands, with a smile on his face. A red dripping object that looks like a fruit. The thing in the man's hand is, without a doubt, the white girl's... ... My mind burns down. I lose my sanity, as fear of being killed and hatred and wanting to kill him gets muddled.
So, we had an audience. I understand how you want to observe my gallant figure, but...
The man, still holding the red thing in his hand.
Know your place. Who do you think you are to order a king, you mongrel?
He fires one of his countless noble phantasms at me. The Terrence falls. The man's noble phantasm goes through the wall of the castle and destroys the hull's walls. So I die. I don't move a step in the midst of it all. I don't care about the rebel that falls from above. I don't have the composure to run, and I have no intention to run. It doesn't matter whether a big piece of rubble grazes my back. I can't think of taking my eyes off that man right now.
Oh, so it's Saber's master. ...
His red eyes react to my enmity. My blood boils. I'll die in the next instant. There's no way I'm not afraid of that. But my body refuses to run away and keeps screaming to defeat that enemy right now. The corpse of the girl that was killed mercilessly keeps ordering me not to forgive him. It's only natural for me to lose all reasoning. My mind churns from the contradicting desire of life and death. ...
You seem to have the will to fight, but it's no use talking about it. You are worthless without Saber.
A sword appears in the man's left hand. The sword is raised mercilessly and should come down to kill me. ... Even then, I keep staring at the enemy. I can't think of showing my back to that man. Oh, Shinji.
Hold on. I know this guy.
The man's sword stops. Shinji, who was watching from the other side of the wall, starts walking to the center of the hall with the light
I
steps.
guess we are friends.
Hey, it's been a while, Emio. I didn't expect to see you here, so I'm a bit surprised. ...
The man doesn't move. There's about 10 meters between us. Would I be able to get near him? Even Berserker could not close that distance.
Oh, are you scared you can't even talk? Well, I understand how you feel. I was the same with Ryder. Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. I'm glad you let me go that time, Emio.
There's nothing I can use as a weapon, but I don't care. My mind is clear right now. I don't feel any uneasiness about projecting his swords in this situation.
Hey, I'm telling you to look over here. ...
I slightly shift my gaze in his direction. I face Shinji while keeping the man in my
Yeah.
vision.
That's right. So, you do know who's the most important one here. Me.
I gasped a little. It's not that Shinji's words, but rather the unexpected serious manner in which he says them.
Not that guy, but me. So, that's how it is. You do know, right, Emiya? You'll certainly die like this.
How out of place.
Run along now.
Why say something that's so obvious now?
I didn't get to introduce him yet, but that's my new servant. He's more amazing than Ryder, right?
Shinji put his hand over the man's shoulder, and with a delighted face,
Beg for your life, Emiya, and I might consider it.
He says some nonsense. I refuse. I have no doubt. I answer right away without showing any hesitation or showing any signs of even considering it.
Fine. Then you can just die.
Shinji jumps back. The man, still with a cold expression, finally brings his raised sword down. Jay.
What?
Plays.
Yes?
JayKingPlays. JayKingPlays gets to talk.
Is Rin, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's it. I won't guarantee your master's life if you even move your finger an inch, you servant.
And the man stops his sword again. Oh, man. Rin standing on top of a thingy CG. Everyone looks up. Everyone in the hall turns their attention to the girl standing at the turrets. Tosaka's hand is faced towards Shinji. Even though Shinji doesn't...
Does he know? I don't think Gilgamesh cares.
Even though Shinji doesn't have the aptitude as a mage, he should know what that means. Tosaka is serious. If that man brings down his sword, she will kill Shinji in retaliation.
Tosaka, why are you here? ...
Tosaka doesn't answer, but just keeps her aim aligned to Shinji.
What are you really going? Are you really going to shoot me? You murderer!
I don't think he keeps talking.
I don't think he should be talking, but he still
I haven't hurt anyone.
Remember,
wasn't me.
he's Shiro's friend. Right?
And that was the servant. I can't control him.
He does his own thing.
Does this servant also do his own thing? I mean, yes, he does, but... Oh, wait, I'm still talking, right?
Yeah.
You are the one who killed first. Well, whichever it is, that doesn't matter, Shinji. The right to kill and to be killed are the same. You should instinctively understand that as a human, even if you're not a mage.
It's to be or be killed.
Shinji weakly retreats, being glared down by Tosaka. At that... That man is watching in delight. He looks at Tosaka as if to belittle her.
I mean, he is belittling her, let's be clear
What
here.
question mark? Then, I feel like there was a strange vibration that overtook the hall. That took the hall for an instant.
I see. You know you will not be able to defeat me, so you went after my master instead.
That's right.
You brought on the negotiation because you know that I would not stop even an inch. Oh wait. You brought on the negotiation because you know that I would not stop even an inch, even if you killed my master.
Oh, smart. I will definitely read that in a moment. I'm sorry. This is the worst timing for me. Anyway, that's right. You wouldn't stop even if Shinji dies. But you can consider it in this situation, right? You can save Shinji right now. You're a servant, so it should be a hard blow to lose your master.
I see. You are pretty quick-witted. That is the only negotiation if you want to save that mongrel.
The sword disappears. He turns his back to me as if he had lost interest in me.
I gotta pay attention because I'm part of the conversation now.
Yeah. What are you doing? Who told you to stop?
No, the situation changed, Shinji. She will be perfect as a vessel.
We're making Rin the vessel now? I see.
Shinji Brett stops. His face is filled with irritation suddenly. He turns to a dirty smile.
Yes, I see. Man, I'm glad that you're alive, Tosaka. Really? Wait, no, that's not me.
Nope.
That's...
Really, I'm relieved as well. I've known you for a long time, even if you're like that. I would be disheartened if you died somewhere.
Laughing happily, Shinji claps his hands. It's strange. Shinji shows no fear even though Tosaka can end his life. It seems like an overwhelming joy is numbing his emotions.
Ah well, that aside, how about this, Tosaka? Why don't you forget about Emiya and team up with us?
Why would I team up with a person who wants me to be a vessel anyway? Us.
Yeah, I don't think Shinji has quite read this situation correctly.
No.
That's right. You also know how Castor is stocking up power, right? And the Ryodo Temple is the altar this time. It's a bit unfavorable for us if she's taking position there and stocking up magical energy.
Shinji says with both arms raised. But that is an obvious fact. On top of that, it seems like Shinji doesn't know about how Castor obtained Archer and Saber and Archer.
See? You can tell, right? The chance of victory is slim by myself. I beat Berserker's master, but this isn't enough. We can make something that you can even beat Castor if you join us.
We also
As a
accidentally killed the
vessel.
Holy Grail right now, but
Shinji invites
No,
her.
they're looking for a vessel.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm assuming they haven't put it in yet, right?
Yeah, they took her heart.
oh wait, is that the Holy Grail?
Well, they took her heart.
Okay.
Shinji invites her with confidence. To that,
I refuse, Shinji. I don't know who you're connected with, but I have no reason to follow a guy that is obviously being used.
Tosaka refuses him without twitching her brow.
What?
Can't you tell? I'm warning you since I've known you for a long time, but you should get the intelligence to observe what's going on around you. You're the only person that thinks Shinji Matao is a master. Don't you realize by now that you don't have a talent as a mage? Wait, is that... No, I think that's supposed to be...
You...
Shinji's
there you
face
go.
twitches. Tosaka's harsh words must have made him forget that his life is in her hands.
Do it, Gilgamesh! Kill Emiya and Tosaka!
Shinji orders his own servant. How about that?
What? I told you to kill them! It should be easy for you to kill them before I get killed.
No. Unfortunately, we are out of time. It will rot if we let it be any longer.
The man shows Shinji, who is closing in on him, the thing in his right hand. A red lump. It's the thing that he took out of the girl, and it's still throbbing.
Gah.
Shinji grits his teeth in vexation.
Damn. Don't regret it, Tosaka. I won't let you be on my side now.
Shinji runs toward the front entrance. There's one person left. After that mantle, he watches his master being angry.
So that is it. You have a good friend.
He says delightfully and leaves the hall filled with rubble. Oh, we did it.
Oh, I thought Gilgamesh was gonna forge an alliance, or at least attempt to forge an alliance with Rin instead.
No, I think
No,
they
they're not good
want her a
friends,
vessel
you know?
for something, which I'm assuming is the Holy Grail, right?
I guess so, except to say that
What the heck is this?
I don't know.
There wasn't a choice there, so
Yeah, there was.
there was
Oh,
a
wasn't
choice.
there?
There was a choice over here.
Maybe it's a...
Oh, maybe that's a bad
there's a
ending
choice
if you
that
didn't
goes,
get
with,
enough
that
Rin
goes
points.
through there.
I guess it's possible.
Oh, probably like Rin wouldn't have tried to save you if you didn't have enough Rin points.
Or it's just a really, really long bad end.
It could
Yeah,
be that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really.
because we
really
did
long
have a
delay.
couple of those.
Yeah.
Well, we did it, Pending. We
We did it.
got past that scene.
Yeah, we got past the
The scene that Jess was not
scene
looking
that
forward to.
traumatizes me, and I hate,
Jess
and I
is
hate it
not
so
looking
much
forward.
because of Unlimited Blade Works.
What was wrong? What was wrong, Jess? You don't like voice
Unlimited
acting
Blade
for
Works
it?
is. Have you seen the animation for that fight? Oh my god, it was insane. It's so sad.
It is a sad scene.
It's so sad.
It was a child
Just a
dying.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a girl.
Just a girl.
She's just a girl. She didn't deserve it.
She's just a girl who died.
Yeah,
Suck
she
this guy.
did just die. It's so true.
She got her heart gorged out while being
I
detained.
know,
It's like
Just
you know, pleading the eighth.
Yeah, unfortunately, it means outside of the death scenes, Ilya won't be able to curse anymore.
She'll be cursing from the afterlife.
Yeah,
can
you
already
can curse
imagine
in the
her ang-
afterlife, you know?
She's
Yeah.
already angrily stomping from like the afterlife. Like, fuck, this guy was cheating.
I have to wonder how if you didn't try to go out there and help her, what the Tiger Dojo would have been about. Because I assume she'd be upset.
Probably, yeah.
She would
Oh man.
feel like, bitch, why did you let me die?
No,
Huh?
she'd probably be upset after the next one too. So,
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
but
That's
Think
what
of-
it would have been.
remember, the next route has a lot of Ilya and Sakura.
Yeah,
that's true.
I
Well,
will be
now we-
happy. It'll be my turn.
Yeah. And now we know
Yeah, no,
that Ilya and Shiro are semi-related.
They are in fact brother all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
We
wasn't
thought that was
lying.
just her being delusional.
yeah, you thought it was
Yeah.
a quirky thing, but it was actually true.
Yeah. Turns out it's right. So there we go. Oh, hey, let's see what's happening. Okay, good news.
Good news. Okay.
Good news. The Jays have won 6-2.
Woo!
All right, all right,
Woo!
all
The
right.
Dodgers
you
managed to get
won.
1 point.
Okay,
But
so the series
2-2.
is now tied 2-2. This is good. This is very good. So that means because
How
it's
many
tied
games
2-2,
do they have to win? Now?
first to 4 games. Game 6 and Game 7 are both in Toronto. So the series will now be decided in Toronto. Like the Dodgers may still win the series, but
They
Yo,
have to do
the
it
Dodgers?
in Toronto, you know?
yes,
Yo, I love Shohei Ohtani.
he
They just lost to the Blue Jays.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, to be
but-
fair, Ohtani's hit like 200 home runs yesterday.
Yeah. He was the one that
Yo,
he was probably the
might
main
need to
reason that
go.
the Blue Jays lost yesterday.
Yes, he was definitely a major factor.
Well, I'm
Need to go.
glad you're happy, Pending. That's all we
I am
wanted was
happy.
When
for
I was
you
in
to be happy.
Japan, they